7. Good morning to all of you. We are now in the 7 o'clock hour of the Q92 Morning Show. How did we get here so fast? Christian Bigglesworth here with you. Lauren here with you. Jake here with you now on your radio. Streaming at our website, Q92radio.com. And, of course, live now on Q92's Facebook and YouTube channel. Q92 Radio on Facebook. Q92 on YouTube. Follow, like, subscribe. All that jazz. Hope you guys are having a good one out there. We are all back to work and school today on this Monday morning. Hello, how are you? Let's go to the text line, see who's out there. Good morning from Payroll Girl. Processing for state workers happening this morning. Check your time cards. Ours are due today.
Yeah, I saw a bunch at the door.
Good morning. Netflix Binge Girl is here. Netflix Binge Girl. Boo! Monday. Have a great one. Efta Girl checking in. The Mustache Master checking in. If you guys ever went to the movie theater alone, seems like an odd thing to experience. I've done many conversations on this over the years. I used to never. I went one time. Did not hate it. Haven't done it since. I went and saw the Marvel movie Black Widow. Middle of the week, in the middle of the day. And the Lion still had a movie theater.
Oh, yeah. It was
Loved
a good one,
movie.
too.
Oh, that movie theater was great. You could butter your own popcorn.
I know, it was fantastic.
Oh. And I really had a good. It was. I felt strange. I felt weird. I felt like the good thing was that during the day and it wasn't exactly a lot of people there. But I did feel like everyone was looking at me like I was the crazy man
weren't.
that was going to like do something terrible during the movie.
Yeah, but I don't feel like they were. I mean, I've seen people that are seemingly alone too, because they'll go to like get their popcorn and their drink and all that kind of stuff, and then you end up seeing them in their theater and they're in like a row of like a bunch of people. So I don't think really anybody knows unless they're looking around once the lights go out.
I always scope the movie theater.
You do?
I want to know who the guy is alone, where he's at, and I try to think to myself what I can do to disarm him or do what I have to do if I have to hop into action. Not even a joke.
All right, MacGyver.
That's more Mac from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Whatever.
But no, I do. I pay attention to things like that in public places.
The only thing Tony's weird about is he doesn't like his, like if we sit down in a restaurant or something like that, he doesn't want his back to the door.
Yeah.
He likes to be able to see who's coming in.
Yeah. See? He might be a ninja too.
So like when we go to sit down in a booth, I'm like, Like if I go to sit down on the wrong side, like I'm not even paying attention.
I want to see. Good morning from Cat Lady and her mom. Hope you have a great week. Thank you, Cat Lady and her mom. Good morning, guys. White Van Guy checking in. Hopefully, son of White Van Guy, a.k.a. Weston, feels better today.
Oh, that's a bummer, yeah.
Yeah, no. Jimmy's got another cold.
Oh, really?
This one's a bad cough. Cold. I feel terrible. He's coughs himself awake when he's sleeping.
Oh, poor baby.
Got the sniffles, but he's still trying to play with everything.
Did you,
Doesn't like when you got chasing to wipe his nose.
Yeah. Vaporizer.
We got it. We got that. We got Vicks on the feet, Vicks on the belly, Vicks on the chest.
Yeah.
Vaporizer in the room.
Yeah.
We took his mom took him and gave him a Vicks shower. Those shower
little
things
shower
you put-
steamers, yeah.
God bless him. God bless him. He's not sleeping much. I hear, Dad. I go, what? Cars? We're not watching Cars.
Just put it on and doze off.
1:30. I have to get up at 4. Cars? But it's not just, it can't be the movies. It has to be the little 7-minute ones.
Oh, the shorts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That they end and it doesn't, Disney Plus doesn't automatically go to the next one.
So every 7 minutes you got to wake up and hit next.
So I'm sitting there dozing back off. Cars? Like, why did every other streaming service just goes to the next episode? What's wrong with you, Disney Plus?
Yeah.
But luckily, Jamie found a YouTube channel that's just all the Cars series, like, constantly. No.
Oh, good.
YouTube's got a lot of good live channels.
Yeah.
If you look for them, you can find them. But I hear Cars in my sleep, and then I realize it's not my sleep. It's just him waking me up.
Mm.
Cars? I go, Ice Age, maybe? Disney? Bluey? Cars? Okay. Cars it is. It's amazing how children can watch the same thing.
Over and over and over.
Entertain. Good morning, Christian, Lauren, and Jake. Where's the best place to get breakfast at in 2025? Are you talking fast food breakfast? Are you talking like sit-down breakfast? These are two different things. Sit-down breakfast? Yeah, there's so many good choices out there, I feel like.
I know, but I always go back to the OG. I love Bob Evans.
Bob Evans. I mean, if you're a Waffle House, IHOP, I mean, for sit-down, there's we're blessed. There's a lot of good places you can go get yourself a good breakfast. I agree with you. Bob Evans probably overall, but Perkins breakfast, tremendous 12. It's fantastic.
Samantha's has really good breakfast.
Denny's has good breakfast.
Yeah.
A lot of good places for breakfast.
We don't have a lot of Denny's near us anymore.
So we have one in Austin town, and that SOB will live forever.
There's one in Arlington. Like, if we want to go, that's where we have to go.
So now fast food, man, it's hard for me to get past McDonald's. That hash brown, that McGriddle, or that
Chick-fil-A breakfast is so good.
It depends
and
on what
Hardee's, don't sleep on a Hardee's breakfast sandwich.
Gotta find a Hardee's.
Right here by Love's.
I know, but I'm never out that way.
That's true. That's fair.
O. Worker checking in. Good morning. Well, hello, O. Worker, from me anyway.
Oh, stop it. Get off your soapbox. I'm going to kick it out from underneath you.
Royal Mail Lady checking in. Check that moon out right now. Looks amazing. Like the third person to text
it's
about
huge.
the moon.
Full moon.
I prefer to go alone to the movies. I'm not interrupted, and no one hogs my popcorn.
Those are all very, very true statements.
Good morning from Country Girl. I'm over winter already. Well, it ain't going nowhere. It ain't going nowhere.
No, we have a few more friends coming through just in the next week or so.
It's
and
cold.
Allegedly, I don't know. I mean, I think it's too far out. I hate when they do that, but there's a big front that's supposed to be coming through, like starting in Texas, going all the way up to New England.
Probably. I'll tell you this, though. If you're paying attention, and you got to pay attention closer, a little more daylight.
Yeah.
A little more daylight.
We gained 40 minutes in January.
A little more daylight. Just saying. Temperatures? No. Snow? Yes. But a little more daylight. Text message break. Thank you. It's 7:14. It's Billie Eilish, Birds of a Feather on Q.
My question was, do you think it's going to devalue the strength of a relationship for the future generation? Because you cannot possibly make the same connection over text as you would face to face or on the phone.
It probably will. I'll give my not daughter credit. Boy, her and her boyfriend, they can't go a day without seeing each other.
Wow.
They hang
That's
out
good.
every day. It is.
But sometimes you can't.
I'm like, hey, just leave some room for the friends too. Like, let's not.
Yeah, don't lose all your friends.
Let's not. You know what I mean? Love it. Don't have a problem with it. I said before, I like the guy now. I think he's a cool kid. He's respectable. He's intelligent.
So you got over the whole I don't need a chocolate chip cookie thing?
I never going to judge him for being emo. I just wanted to know if he was.
No, you were offended when you offered him a chocolate chip cookie when you made cookies, and he was like, no, thank you.
that pissed me off a little bit. I was like, all right, a-hole. That's fine. Go to hell. But, you know, you treat her right. You respect her. He always comes to the door, picks her up, says hello to me and Jamie. I'm cool with that. But they're together a lot.
Yeah.
And they hang out together a lot. And we've had discussions about her friend group. So like that. And sometimes her friends, she feels a little sometimes, I'll say alienated, but I'm like, well, listen.
When you're never around.
When you're never around, and if they get to hang out with you, it's only with your boyfriend.
That's
and I realize you all are in the same friend group.
Right.
But if it comes off like, well, we don't get to see her unless we see him, and we never really get to see just her.
Right. And we don't really want to tag along with him tonight, so we'll just make plans and invite her next time.
In her defense, they're all in the same friend group.
Yeah.
So they would all hang out regardless. I was like, just saying, be careful on that. You don't want to alienate to the point where friends don't really call you anymore to hang out just you because they figure they can't hang out with just you.
Right.
And that doesn't mean they don't like him. Just I had a couple we had a friend, Larry. Oh my God. Teresa. Oh, just saying her name. No! Everywhere. Yeah. Ruined more guys' nights than you could imagine.
Is she the one who went golfing with you guys?
She's not. But if we did golf, she'd have showed up, I'm sure. We'd be just sitting over there having a great guys' night. Door opens. Here comes her ass just walking right in the living room.
But was it her fault or was it his fault?
We blame her. Bro code. It's her fault. She'd walk in. You'd hear us go, oh.
Would she hear it too?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's so mean.
She was everywhere. We could not just hang out
What
as
did your
guys.
friend say when he would hear the
He would
audible?
laugh. He would
Oh,
laugh.
but when he
They
wouldn't
didn't
tell
have-
her to go home.
They didn't end up together because it ended up fighting 10 minutes later.
Yeah.
And even kill the vibe more. Like, we're here watching like a football game. What do you need to be here for? She come in. Oh, I know you guys don't want to see me. I'll never forget my friend Smee. I was like, nope. Nope. Like, yeah,
Sure don't.
yeah, don't. We don't. Just crazy. But yeah, long story short. Apparently, people date each other's exes. I don't get it.
Q92.
Falling temps during your Monday into the lower 20s by late afternoon. A little light snow early and then cloudy skies. Overnight, cloudy and frigid. Our low near 9. A wind chill to -6. I am Art J. Weather from News 5.
Listen, a lot of rock stars make some mistakes. Happens.
It's because they get all wrapped up in their
Brooks
fame.
left his wife.
Yeah.
Dropped her. I'm out of here. I met someone else. I'm a Garth Brooks.
He did. He left, and his daughter is very bitter about the fact that he did what he did. He'd go on the road for 10 weeks at a time and leave his family behind, and didn't spend time he should have with his kids. And then when he said, I'm going to pull back and spend time with you, it came out that he had been cheating with Trisha Yearwood, and they were, in fact, getting a divorce.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. Ooh. See, that's worse than what Bon Jovi did. He just slept with random
Cheating
girls.
is cheating. Oh, my God. How is that not worse?
Because it wasn't a relationship. He was having a full-on relationship. I mean, there's levels. I would say that's level 2 above.
I don't know that one outranks the other.
Well, there's levels of cheating.
Okay.
I think there's levels to it. Where do we start? Maybe, like, on the phone?
Like it only happened once?
No, I'm saying if we're going like levels, if we're really going to do a scale of cheating, Where do we start? I would imagine
Emotional cheating.
Emotional cheating. Do we start maybe with the cell phone, like a flirty text, or liking a
To
comment
me,
on
that's
Instagram?
That's emotional
Okay,
cheating.
that's level
You're
one.
using someone else to fill the cup your husband should be filling.
The cup.
Yeah, the emotional cup.
I love it. I would say that's level one.
Okay.
I'm not saying any is right, but that's level one.
Okay. Where we're towing it in the water.
Yeah, like we haven't talked to, we haven't hung
There's
out
been
with.
no physical
We've only-
contact.
maybe we've liked the bikini pic from that trip to Cabo. I don't
Okay.
know.
With the husband. Go ahead. What's level 2?
Well, now I don't know. We're kind of building this on the fly, but that's level one. Four right here on today's Hit Music, Q92. Christian, Lauren, Jake here with you. 5 minutes away from a look at sports. Hope you guys having a great start to your Wednesday morning. Text messages. Good morning. Some people might think it's weird, but Taco Bell breakfast is pretty good. I normally get their hash browns with mild sauce. Random Swifty girl. I keep hearing good things about the Taco Bell nuggets. Has anyone tried those?
I don't know. Like, we saw that commercial where you're like, wait, what? They're doing nuggets?
I'm sure. Jake?
Huh?
Have you had them?
No, I have not yet.
Anyone out there tried the nuggets from Taco? Because I'm hearing good things. I don't have the testicular fortitude to go try them because I'm not a Taco Bell fan at all. But I might if they're good. Good morning from Mama Trucker checking in. Breakfast OMG First Watch. Is that the name of a restaurant?
It is. I've never been there. Maybe I need to.
Good morning, Tech Girl checking in. Happy Monday. How's the sea? You know, it's good, but it's bad. Like I get leaks in the middle of the night, and it wakes you up because you're just like you hear it.
Call and tell them.
And like
they might be able to get
pushes
you a
my
different
nose
mask.
up, and like I might want to change my mask. Like it pushes to where like my nose is sore through the day because it feels like someone's doing this to me for like hours.
Yeah.
So I thought I'd like the nose out of the mask, and now I'm wondering if maybe I don't.
Your nose does kind of look like it's
Yeah, because every night when I
mangled.
go to bed, it goes, oh, and it's just staying like that till I wake up or take the damn thing off.
I'm kidding.
Then
I
if
can't tell.
Turn left or right. It's hard to sleep with that going on.
I bet.
Doesn't sound like the ocean. Oh, man. Nuggets are not bad, but the last 2 times I went to go get them, they've been out of all 3 sauces at the 2 different Taco Bells.
Yeah, see, they need to get that under control. If you're going to, listen, if Taco Bell's going to dabble in the chicken game, people
Everyone
want their
is.
nugs and sauce. They don't want just nugs.
Yeah, you probably got to have some
You've
sauce.
got to have something to dip it in.
I don't know if they have a special Taco Bell sauce that people are using, or
I
there's
don't
just like everyone else, barbecue or hot mild. I don't know. Shout out, happy 11th birthday, Charlie. Love mom. Shout out.
Aw, happy birthday.
Enjoy. I hope you get some cake today. Someone said, Jake, are you awake over there? The
I'm
way you
awake.
said, huh? The way-
I was not listening at that point, but I'm here.
Thanks, Jake. We
Yep.
appreciate
No,
you
I'm
joining the
good.
show.
I'm here.
Taco Bell breakfast crunch wrap is fantastic. Christian, try the mask that goes over your nose. I think I'm starting to really think I might do that. I didn't think I would want it, so I got the one under.
I think you'll be happier. I think it'll be more comfortable for you.
It's just still getting used to it. It's still not. Last night I was a little like, God, this is every freaking night. Dumb. Just dumb. 7:27. It's Paramore. Ain't it fun? It's Q92. He's over that now. He pretty much is all about monster trucks, Hot Wheels, Ninja Turtles, and unfortunately Chuggington right now. And still cars. He's still very much into cars.
Do they still have fun, like Disney commercials and things like that? Like they used to have Choo Choo Soul with Genevieve.
Choo Choo Soul.
Oh my gosh, it was my
I remember
favorite.
her.
Yes, all aboard the Choo Choo
Yeah.
train. Yeah. Oh my gosh, all aboard Choo Choo.
Never heard of that, my house.
Oh, she was with Genevieve.
Yeah, I follow her on Instagram actually.
Really? What does
Yeah.
she look like now?
I believe
She's
you do.
Pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet.
Who's pretty?
Genevieve.
And what show is she from?
Well, it wasn't really a show. It was,
It was like a
more
commercial,
Like,
like
yeah,
I don't short thing.
yeah. It was like a short. It was called Choo Choo Soul.
I know. Sorry. You should have him watch The Wonder Pets.
Wonder Pets, we're on our way. Yes, that is a great one.
Never heard of that either.
Oh my gosh. They're animals that save other animals in trouble. There's an animal in trouble. Yeah.
Or you need to look up Singing Time with Alex and Leah on YouTube. No.
Okay, I haven't heard of that one. Have you, Jake?
Nope,
Me
you lost me
neither.
there.
Wow. It's not often you lose Jake when you're talking about kid shows.
I know, right?
And you just did. Singing with Alex and Leah on YouTube. I don't know who they are. But maybe I'll look into that.
I need to look up Genevieve now. I feel like she's a long lost friend that I should follow on Instagram.
So she had a show, but it was just shorts. It wasn't like a real show.
Choo Choo Soul was just kind of like a break with songs and I don't know.
My kids are big Miss Rachel fans
Okay. I've heard
on the
of
text line.
I've
I've heard of her, never watched her.
Yeah.
Never watched her.
What was it with Warehouse Mouse, Jake? What was that called?
Warehouse Mouse?
Yeah.
Imagination Movers?
That was it.
Yep.
Yeah. Good job.
Boy, Jake, you can't get Jake to say a word for nothing. You start bringing up your shows on Nickelodeon
I think
and
Jake
Disney.
and I could hang out and watch old kid shows the whole day, and
Absolutely.
I would be totally fine with it.
This is a Q92 Sports Break with Christian Bigglesworth on Q92.
NFL playoffs yesterday. The Bills beat the Denver Broncos 31-7. The Eagles beat the Packers 22-10. And Sunday night's wild card game, the Washington Commanders beat Tampa Bay 23-20. There's one more NFL playoff game, and it is tonight at 8 o'clock on ESPN and ABC. The Minnesota Vikings taking on the Los Angeles Rams. NBA action yesterday, the Cavaliers lost to the Indiana Pacers by a score of 108-93. The Cavaliers' record falls to 33-5 on the season. Next up, they'll be in Indy to take on the Pacers again tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. You can watch that game on TNT. That's a quick look at sports right here on today's Hit Music Q92. Here on today's Hit Music, Q92. Christian, Lauren, Jake here with you on your radio, streaming at Q92radio.com. You can watch along on Q92's Facebook and YouTube channels. Glad you're with us. Thank you for being with us. Appreciate you guys. I hope you're having a good start to your day. 330-450-9292 is the phone number. The text line, 330-269-9292. And don't forget, Mark Johnson from News Channel 5 will be joining us in the 9 o'clock hour. We'll get a look at what we can expect weather-wise this week. Who knows? Probably snow at some point. Probably.
I'm certain.
Probably. Boy, over the weekend, Jamie went out and got some, she did the whole, Christmas stuff on clearance.
Yeah.
We have a huge inflatable Santa with reindeer now.
Oh, look at that.
We have 2 inflatable Nutcracker guys. They're going to go outside our front door.
Nice.
We have a decoration for our mailbox. She went off, and then she was so happy to show me the money she saved. What they were, and then of course she had Kohl's Cash too. She had to brag about the Kohl's Cash.
Of course.
As women
Comes
love.
in clutch.
Women love a good Kohl's Cash.
Yeah, we do.
So I'm telling you.
Yeah.
She came home with another Christmas tree. Because we have one that's stuck on it. I tell you, it's stuck on display.
No.
We have a Christmas tree that it's not our main one, but it goes in our living room.
Mm-hmm.
And it's stuck on I guess it's display mode or whatever mode, demo mode, or where it goes between white lights, between colored lights, between flashing, between steady, between fade. No matter what you set it on the dial, it goes right back to.
Yikes.
So she got a tree to replace that. I'm like, she came home with all this stuff. I go, what is that? You know Christmas is over.
Yeah, but now is the time.
I already told her, I said, you know when I won't worry about this? Next November.
That's right.
When I'm happy as hell.
Because you've got all this new stuff.
Oh, it's going to be great.
Yeah. It's
going to be even better. I don't know if anybody else goes out for the post-Christmas bonanza of savings, but it's out there. It's probably all over by now, but there's a lot of good stuff you can get real cheap right now for next year if you want to.
I agree.
And stock up. So well done on that. I did a little shoveway driving.
What?
Driveway shoveling this weekend.
Shoveway driving.
Forgot how fun that was when you have 4 inches of snow. I was like, Jesus.
I sent my kids out. They went up and shoveled their grandparents' driveway and then did ours on Saturday.
Yeah, I did that in the walkway, the back deck for the dogs. I was like, man, forgot how shoveling was. It's been a while. And my one neighbor has a snowblower.
Yeah.
And he was doing some of the older neighbors' driveways for them. I was kind of peeking to see if maybe he must know.
You didn't follow the age bracket?
No, I'm not that old yet. And that's nice to do that because the people that he did, they are older. They're truly older. So that's actually really cool that he just went over and just did that for them. So very cool. I did peek, think, well, maybe he'll just. If I had a snowblower, I'm sorry, the whole cul-de-sac's getting done. Just because I want to use my snowblower.
We used to have a neighbor, and he moved to Florida to be closer to his kids. He had a John Deere, but he put a plow on the front of it.
Nice.
So he'd jump on his tractor, and he'd always have his Yeti with his coffee in it, and he'd be all bundled up and everything. He would go do as many driveways as he could.
It wouldn't even be about being the nice neighbor. Just be I want to use my snowblower.
That was him. He's like, I enjoy doing it. Don't worry about it. I was like, okay.
Yeah, I'd be looking at every house in the like, yep, I can fix that.
Thank you, sir.
And they have these electric shovels now.
I've heard about it. Yeah.
And I hear mixed reviews because I want to buy one.
Same with the electric broom. They have an electric broom.
I almost pulled the trigger over the weekend. And Jamie was like, I've heard good and not good thing. And I was reading reviews. And there's this one. It's really nice. It's only like $80. And some of the reviews were like, says it throws snow 20 feet or whatever. No, it doesn't. Try 10. And all this. Like, I don't know. Like, it had good stars. But there were some people saying, like, good, but not as strong and as good as advertised.
But you're always going to have those people out there that are like really unrealistic for what they pay, for what they expect.
Yeah, it's not a snow blower.
Right.
It's an electric snow shovel. So if you're right, if you're expecting it to do a snow blower, it's
not the same.
Then you are going to be disappointed.
Correct. So I always take that into consideration when I'm reading through reviews because some people are just, I don't want to call them idiots, but some people are naive, I guess.
Yeah.
Or maybe too optimistic about, price things out. If you're not going to get a snow blower, price out the shovels, and I guarantee you there's going to be a price differential, which means there's probably going to be a performance differential.
Yes, the thing you spent $600 on is probably going to work better than the thing you spent $80 on.
Correct.
By the way, actual snow blowers, didn't know. Wasn't quite aware how expensive those were.
Oh, yeah. They're pricey.
Ooh.
We do live in Ohio, though.
I know. I just wasn't ready for like the cheap ones to be $600.
You can get one for like
I was
$4.
like, damn.
It depends. I mean, we have a really long driveway, and we had a snowblower for a while. And honestly, Tony was like, I have a teenage son now. Like, I'd rather just shovel this. And his reasoning was because it depends on your snowblower, like, and it depends on the heaviness and the type of snow that we have, because it clogs easily sometimes. If it's a real heavy, wet snow, it sucks. Like, it doesn't work well.
Once a Christian, I got a new tree for $10. Damn, no, we didn't get that cheap. But good for you for finding that. Electric shovel is the best. So you have one. You do like it? Is it worth $80? I could put it on the Home Depot card. It's fine. I really am thinking about it, especially because we're going to get a lot. I got a feeling we're going to have more than one more snow before the end of this. I think we're going to have multiple snows before the end of this. This is going to be a snowy winter.
I need to see one like in action, I suppose.
The electric shovel. Anyone has any
There's some electric shovels that are
love to know. Oh, they're expensive too, yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see here. I paid $150 for mine. It's so worth it. Man, I see what you're doing. Wish I had Kohl's cash, but only for Home Depot.
They should do that for dudes.
They should.
Yeah.
They do it for everyone. For Kohl, there should be like Depot cash.
Home Depot, Lowe's. I know you guys are clients of this. So you need to listen up.
Yeah, how about
the
Lowe's
men
cash?
want Lowe's cash.
Need some Lowe's cash. Like, look, honey, look at these nuts and bolts. They
some
cost me
Depot
nothing.
dollars, if you will.
The at-home store in Niles has a bunch of leftover Christmas stuff, 75% off.
Ooh.
There you go. Shout out to our Niles listeners, Trumbull County. I just found out electric shovel was a thing listening to you guys. I thought that was the same as a snowblower. LOL. It is not. Believe it or not.
But these are pretty nifty. Like, and honestly, smaller to store.
They are. Christian, send Jamie out in the spring to buy you a snowblower on clearance.
Right?
She would find it.
Mm-hmm.
She would find one. Like, this was only $200. Well, let's go.
Yeah.
But I saw it. I got obsessed. I went down. I don't know if I saw it on TikTok or just my news feed. And I went down the electric shovel wormhole and I was reading reviews. I'm watching videos and I'm like, and part of me was serious, like, this can't work this well. Because in the videos, it always looks like
super easy, effortless.
Right. And I'm like, is it really? But someone did text and say, the electric snow shovel is $50 off at Sam's Club right now. I'm a member. Jesus.
$89.98
at Sam's?
Yep. And it's the Snow Joe cordless snow shovel with bonus cover. I'm looking at it right now.
Oh, man. Did anyone else just find out about the electric shovel? Because I told you right now, I just found out this weekend. I didn't know. Good morning, DJ Dinger checking in. Hope you all have a great day. Hope you do too. Go back to the old snow shovels with the wood handle and the blisters on your hands. Now that's real work. I have a plastic shovel at home. I wish I had the metal one, but I have an old plastic one. That's pretty good though.
Yeah, nobody wants the old snow shovel with the wooden handle and blisters on it. That sounds awful.
No. But folks, look into the electric shovel. We have one listener in the text line says they got theirs for $150. Totally worth it. They love it.
There's a whole bunch.
But like Lauren said, it is not a snow blower.
No.
So if your expectation is for it to be as strong and as mighty as a snow blower, no. It's an electric snow shovel. It will throw the snow, but it's not as big.
Correct.
Not as wide.
But it will also help take the load like off your back, off of lifting, like all of that. So
absolutely. I might get one. It's Kane Brown Marshmallow Miles on it on Q92. And all right. Well, in that case, you should be having a great day right now at work.
Happy Friday.
What can I do, boss? It's Friday. Can you imagine, like, I would love if we had, I wouldn't want anything to happen, but it'd be fun if we had a cokehead around here.
What?
We had somebody who's always, like, coked up, just running around like a.
Yeah, that'd be fantastic.
That'd be hilarious, to an extent. I'd be like,
until
listen,
it wasn't.
Listen, I want you to get help, but this is kind of fun. This is kind of funny. Fax came. I got it. Like, oh,
Nobody faxes anymore. What are you even doing
we
right
get
now?
faxes every once in a while.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
No, we don't.
Oh. Jake, we get faxes.
Yeah, I always hear the number or the ringtone or whatever the printer
But they're
makes.
not legitimate business faxes. If you look at it, it's like, you want a cruise.
Oh, well, I don't know
It's
what they
crap
are.
like that.
But we're still getting faxes.
Who doesn't scan to email? Come on.
I like a good scan to email. Christian, if somebody came into this conversation with you and Lauren late and all they heard was you talking about doing good lines and how good it is, was laugh out loud, oh my God.
Exactly.
I'm not condoning cocaine use. I'm just saying,
I
would it
would
be
hope not.
funny if there was someone that was always that hyped up working? Yes. The answer is yes.
Yep.
Every place has a zany worker or two. And it's not always that they're on drugs. It could be anything. It could be their quirky person. It could be they fart every day. That's me.
Right.
It could be. It could be.
I was gonna say, who's the zany person
it could
here?
be their energy. We talked this week how people enter the building in here.
Oh yeah.
Everyone's got quirky things at work, or people that do things at work that either crack you up, or you can't stop watching. You know what I mean?
Okay. Well, who am I?
Who are you? I don't know what you would be. I'm the fall asleep at work guy
And the farter guy.
and the farter guy.
That's fair.
I don't know. Jake, what would you think you are?
I don't know.
That's exactly it right there.
I'm the.
You're the I have no idea where
I'm
I'm
just.
at.
I'm there.
He just named himself without naming
Yeah,
himself.
You're the where am I guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I love asking you questions. Did this happen? Yeah. Did you tell anybody? No. Why not? I don't know.
I forgot.
I forgot.
He's the forgetful guy.
He is. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, does anyone have does anyone have a coworker that, like there's something weird about that? Like there's just something like, and it's entertaining. You don't hate it. It's what they are. It's what they do. You might have a guy there every time he gets up out of a chair. Oh, he grunts or whatever. You
Am
know
I
what
the
mean?
do-gooder?
No.
Like everybody's like, oh, she's such a kiss up.
No. I think no. The only what would you be? The person that thinks they know it all and know it more than everybody else.
That's true. That's fair.
Yeah, it can't
But
be wrong.
hey,
even
you
when they're
can't
wrong.
take it away from someone if it's true.
On my way to work, there is a house that has a mower that runs itself like a Roomba.
Wow.
My neighbor has one of those.
Really?
What?
Yeah.
How does it know boundaries? Is it like an invisible fence?
I think so. I think it comes with an app and they draw like a line. I don't know.
Like a geofence.
Yeah, they've never mowed their lawn in like years, so it must work.
Wow.
He says, I'm so fascinated. I can't wait for it to end up in the road one day. I didn't know they made those. I'm sure that's cheap.
Q92.
Falling temps during your Monday into the lower 20s by late afternoon. A little light snow early and then cloudy skies. Overnight, cloudy and frigid. Our low near 9, a wind chill to -6. I am Mark J. Weather from News 5.
Good morning, Christian, Lauren, and Jake. So it's 2025. Have you started anything new yet? I didn't make a resolution.
I didn't make a resolution per se because I never follow through with them.
Fair.
But I did start my green shakes. I already had it on the way in because I could use
did
both
you?
hands that day.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Jake, any resolutions?
No, but I probably should, if I'm being honest.
Like, what would it be?
To probably go to the doctor this year. That might be a good one.
You know what? I feel like a lot of people don't.
I didn't. I'm telling you, Megan talked me into going when I hadn't gone in, probably 10 years.
Yeah.
So unless something was truly like ER wrong.
Right.
And that's how I found out I had type 2 diabetes. That's how so much has changed because of Dr. Deeb. And I'm so glad now I have a doctor that I go to a few times a year, check my blood, check not to be gross, my urine and all that, and check everything.
Of course. That's the gamut.
Check my A1C and make sure everything's good.
I hate going to the doctor. I'm just going to say it. I just absolutely abhor it. I get so much anxiety going because
I love my doctor. Dr. Deeb's the
I
coolest.
do too. I like my doctor. It has nothing to do with that. I think it's a little bit of PTSD, honestly.
The best accent.
Well, that would be fun.
It's Kristen. How are you, my friend? It's always my friend. How are you, my friend?
When you go home,
great.
When you go home and Jamie's like, so what did Deeb say? Do you like it? Do you reiterate it with the accent to her?
No, I just go, oh, he said fine. You know me. Like, she'll
That's
want to
not
know
fun.
what's your numbers,
Right.
what's your A1C, what's your that's good. It's fine. You know, it's me. That's how I do things.
Such a turd sometimes.
It's me. No, it's fine. Everything's fine. Because I don't remember. I remember at that moment, but then I don't remember. Then I can sing a song from 1983 that I heard one time.
You sure
Memorize
can.
our commercial for Folgers.
Right.
But what's your A1C?
The things you decide to lock in are just
that he just told you 10 minutes ago. I don't remember.
Yeah.
But I love it. He's the best. Like, you just feel I could be dying. Kristen, are you my friend? I'm good.
oh my gosh.
I've got the plague, but it's fine. You just want to hang out with him. He's always so nice. He comes in with his laptop. And he always looks my stuff, goes through my stuff, goes through all the numbers with me.
Yeah.
He says, good. Like, I know it is. Never left there in a bad mood. Never.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah. So we'll see. Jake, you should get a doctor.
Okay.
I mean, you're still young.
Yeah, but I got a lot of problems, I think. Like,
That's fair. That's a fair
I
answer.
mean, at least he's
but
self-aware.
I'm messed up,
Being
man.
self-aware is not one of them.
I'm always bleeding. You know what I mean?
I can't put my socks on
I
without.
can't feel my legs. I am just this is crazy. I don't know my name. I should probably get it checked out. That's fine. No, we should. I think that's a good goal for you in 2025. If not, get a physical.
I literally
get
can't believe he was like, I have a lot of problems.
I have a lot of problems. This is. I gotta tell you. On today's hit music Q92 text messages. Never knew about the electric shoveling. Interesting. We have a blade on our four-wheeler. That's fun stuff.
That would be fun.
It would be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Electric shovel. How does this work? Tell me more. Well, I mean, it's an electric shovel.
No, just imagine a snowblower. You know how it has like those, I don't know, it's almost like I don't want to call it an auger. It's like like when you till your garden, you know what I'm talking about? Rototiller or whatever, how it's got like those.
Do.
So it's got those blades. It doesn't have the whole like shoot thing, and it like throws it off kind of like to the side. But so it's kind of like a snowblower concept, but you still push the shovel and it like shoots the snow as you're shoveling.
Yes.
Like as you're pushing the shovel.
Not a full-blown snowblower.
It's not. It's almost like half of a snowblower, if you will.
It's fair.
Yeah.
It's fair. I haven't seen one in action personally yet. I'm just
watch the YouTube.
You can go to YouTube and put in electric shovels.
Yeah.
And you'll see.
It's kind of cool.
Looks like for just a little normal driveway or a sidewalk, nothing heavy duty.
Yeah, I mean, like if you have to drive a quarter of a mile up to your house, you probably going to want to.
Electric shovel's probably not going to do. Yeah.
Consider something else.
I looked them up on Amazon. I don't know. They look kind of cheap, someone says on the text.
They have really good reviews, though. I was looking at those.
Yeah, and people have no problem giving bad reviews on anything.
No.
So, I mean, if they sucked, I feel like people would be on those reviews telling you they suck.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. 8 o'clock hour coming up next. It's NSYNC and Nelly and Girlfriend on Q. Did not know o'clock stood for something. Did you know that?
I did.
Not me?
Hold on. I just heard this recently, and I was like, really?
It was a TikTok where people found out. Then people fact-checked to see if it was BS. Turns out, according to the Britannica Dictionary, the TikToker was right.
Interesting.
It's guessable. If you're trying to figure out in your head, it's guessable.
Yeah, I saw something. I was like, I never knew it stood for anything, but I don't know if I actually looked to see what it stood for. I don't think I cared that much.
No idea. I just thought it was just what we always said.
What is it?
Of the clock.
Oh, that makes sense.
It is the short version of the clock. So instead of saying, you say 2 o'clock, I guess they used to say it is 2 of the clock.
Oh, that kind of makes sense.
It does. I just never knew there was an actual, like, the O stood for anything. Take that with you today.
I didn't. Well, and this isn't like I had one of those moments too where I found something out like a few months ago. And ever since then, I've been preaching the world, trying to share the message. Did you know that the numbers on your toaster are actually minutes? It's not actual like grades of doneness.
I learned that, but I grew up not knowing that. Thinking
I was like, what?
It was I thought it was how dark your toast is going to be.
Yeah,
how burnt
like,
your toast is
I
going
want
to
it to be like a 2. No, that just means that's how dark it's going to be after 2 minutes.
I still want to know if we're going to go down this rabbit hole, is the rumor true that the bottom drawer of the oven is to keep food warm?
I mean, I've heard that before.
Because that's just where we put our cookie sheets.
Same. Yeah. My cookie sheets are down there.
But is that
and
really
cooling racks.
What that is for? Is what I've.
I mean, it makes sense. It gets warm down there.
I mean, it would be right under the oven, right? It would have to be warm down there. I just wondered if that's truly.
And has anybody actually ever done that? Like,
no.
No.
You put your muffin pans, your cookie sheets, and like you said, your cooling racks down there. Crazy. Jake, do you know any of that?
Not the o'clock part. I knew about the oven part.
You think it's true?
I think that's what's intended to be used for, but I just don't think that's what we use it for.
Did you know about your toaster?
I don't think so, but it makes sense too.
Yeah.
It does.
I never really thought about that one.
Never thought it had anything to do with time. Never. I thought it was just like, how charred do you want your toast? Level 1, 2, 3, or 4?
Do you think they have sex in space?
I think you can. I mean, obviously you can.
I mean, wouldn't have any problems. Never mind. I can't say it. I don't know if I can say it.
Well, I mean, it'd be a lot slower. I mean, you know what I mean?
Well, it would be easier to rise to the occasion, is my point.
You know what I mean? Get back here. I'm going to get you.
I'm just saying, like, if okay,
It'd
so
be the
listen,
slowest sex of all time.
if they don't have partners and they're up there and they're like, dude, that we might not make it back to Earth.
I think the people up there are a lot more. I don't want nerd is not a good word, but they're very much there to do their scientific.
Are you
work,
trying to say
and
they're more
that
mature
is-
than I am, and so
Yeah.
they're not going to think about
Yeah.
doing that?
They're all about what will this organism do up here, and you're up here like, let me see your wiener. Like you're up here like,
What if it's your last time? You're
in
going to
space?
burn up as you enter the Earth's atmosphere. They don't have a suit on. How's that heat shield? How hot does it get in there?
Very.
Yeah.
Imagine your heat on high, but worse.
I've seen Apollo 13.
I know you reference it every time we talk about this. Right here on today's Music Q92. Christian, Lauren, and Jake with you here on your radio, streaming at our website, Q92radio.com, where you can listen to the station 24/7. And you can watch along on Q92's Facebook and YouTube channels right now. Thank you so much for having us on this morning. Anyway, you're checking us out. And also, big thank you to our friends at Kimball, the sponsor of our live video feed this morning in the 8 o'clock hour. Kimball is hiring. Go to kimballcompanies.com/careers today to apply. 330-450-9292 is the phone number. The text line, 330-269-9292. There are a lot of colds going around right now.
I think there's a little bit of everything. Colds. I think the norovirus is going around. Rotavirus. I know, like in our school district there for a while was taking
Roto.
Yeah. So norovirus is like a really, it's almost like that's rotavirus.
That's the one that's
the one everybody's getting, like the stomach flu throwing up.
That one
norovirus it's more like a really bad cold / flu-ish feeling.
Okay.
Like it takes you down.
Yeah, I mean, it's that time of year, and it's happening. Because little Jimmy's got a little cold.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. When I took him last time, his doctor said it'll probably happen 5 to 6 times throughout the winter. I was like, that's a lot. There ain't no way.
No, until he establishes immune system, and that's going to happen.
So here's the first one since she said that, because I really kind of looked. I don't think I looked at her funny, but I was kind of like 6.
Right.
That's a bit high.
It's not, though. I mean, I can remember times where it felt like I was constantly calling work and being like, I can't come in today because one of the kids was sick. It was either a pink eye. I mean, we went through the whole gambit. I mean,
was that hand, foot, mouth?
Oh, yeah. That's called Coxsackie, but yes.
What's that called?
Coxsackie.
No wonder they changed the name.
Hand, foot, mouth virus. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, that's legit.
Coxsackie? What did you say?
You sound. I think it's called Coxsackie.
Now you think.
I'm
now,
double
checking.
checking.
If you tricked me into saying something I shouldn't have. like no wonder they changed it to hand, foot, mouth disease. Man, but I know kids get that, and that sucks when kids.
No,
get that.
I'm right. It's Coxsackie.
Wow.
But it's spelled COXSACKIE.
Yeah. Someone was having fun in the medical industry when they came up with that.
You got the one smart kid who's also a smart ally.
What should we call it? Oh, I don't know.
Right.
Yep, that'll work. Why don't we go with hand, foot, mouth, Tom?
Oh, yeah. I mean, they had everything. Actually, we had 2 kids with hand, foot, and mouth at the exact same time. Anthony was maybe like 2. And so that means Maren was maybe like 4.5. And it was so bad that I like literally sat up all night with Anthony in a rocking chair. Like, he couldn't even swallow his spit because he had blisters inside his mouth.
Ugh.
Like, he wasn't eating. It was awful. It was a horrible, like, 48-hour period. And then we turned a corner.
That sucks. So
Yeah.
It's cold out there. Cold and flu season's here. Take your vitamin C. I'm telling you, I swear, I'm telling you, though, those Alka-Seltzer cold and flus, I'm telling you.
I think it's about
swear by them.
making sure, especially if your diet's like really terrible, which ours is not. I feel like I cook 5 nights a week. We have a Sunday night dinner with all of our family once a week, and then we order out once a week, whether it's pizza, whether it's subs, whatever, or we go out. So I feel like it's about good nutrition too. But if you can't, I mean, obviously take a multivitamin, take something. I think it can't hurt. And vitamin C, I mean, my old boss used to swear by vitamin C. We'd start to get the sniffles and she'd be like, did you have some orange juice? Here, take this. And it was like emergency. Like, she was pushing the vitamin C like it was a miracle cure.
I'm telling you. I swear by the Alka-Seltzers. They
I've
will
used
get
them.
you through the day.
They will. The only thing I don't like about the Alka-Seltzers is they wear off really fast. I feel like you only get like an hour and a half, 2 hours of like supreme relief.
I'll give you that, and you notice immediately when it
starts wearing off.
I'll
right?
give you that.
Yeah.
But if you got to power through a couple hours,
Oh, that'll get you through.
it'll get you through the couple hours.
Yeah.
I agree with you. You know immediately when it's done.
Yeah.
Your body's like, oh,
And you still have like an hour before you can take some again. Hour and a half.
Text. Good morning, guys. Happy Monday. I'm going to be honest. I learned more listening to this morning show. It helps me find products to spend money on, laughing emoji, and also we had a whole office conversation about standing, going to the restroom, examples and all. Have a great day, guys. Steel selling girl. That's what we're here. Give you water cooler talk and to teach you about things like electric shovel that somebody didn't even know existed. That's what we do.
Right, we're here for you.
That's what we do. It's Hosier, Too Sweet. It's 8:11. We're on time. It's Q92. Oh, man. Jake, you would have had fun at college.
No, I don't know.
No.
No, I didn't talk to anybody. I went to my classes and I went home.
Why does that not surprise me?
Are you sure
There
you
was-
went? Are
I
you
did
sure
a-
you went to college?
I did. I did a school project.
I filled out his internship paperwork. That's how he
No,
even got
I'm
here.
surprised to be like, did you go to college? I was waiting for you to be like, I don't know.
No, I did a project outside of school with kids from my classes that I've done. I've had these kids for the whole 4 years of my college degree. I was in class with these kids. They didn't know who I was. They're like, "Oh, nice to meet you. I'm blah blah blah." I'm like, "I know you sit behind me in like all my classes." Like, oh,
Oh, that's frightening.
yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't know who I was, but I've had classes with them several times for
Yeah.
years.
You had that cloak of invisibility on because you didn't want to be social.
Where'd you go?
Stark State.
Stark State. Boy, I believe that's such a Jake thing right there. Yeah, I'll bet they had no
Oh, I
idea.
know.
Oh, when did you start coming here? The whole time. I've been behind you every year, every day. God bless you.
Yeah.
Well, Jake, I'm sure you. Yeah. You didn't talk to anybody.
Not really.
You didn't make any friends.
No. I mean, a couple kids, but like I never hung out with them. I never talked to them outside of school.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't talk unless you were talked to.
Right.
Picture's getting clear.
It's exactly like how he is around here.
Yeah, and you know everyone here.
That's true.
Just so you guys know, like there came a point in time where Keller would not let him leave unless he said goodbye to him. Like he was like, "You have to say goodbye to me when you leave the building."
I don't know what happens quicker in this building. And I'd love to time them, put the time side by side. Jake leaving or Jeff for our news department coming?
Oh, Jeff, I'm sorry, but Jeff has him beat.
Jeff, when Jeff Mears comes in this building, you could play the Stone Cold Steve Austin team.
People like back up against the wall.
It is an aggressive power walk. It's an aggressive power walk. And when I tell you get out of his way, get out of his way.
You
And
hear
he's
it.
the nicest
The
human
boom.
being in the world.
Yeah.
He is the nicest human
So
being
nice.
in the world.
And what's funny about that is he's like incredibly soft spoken. Like I pushed the newsroom door open the other day and I was like, "Happy birthday, Jeff." He's like, "Thank you." And that was it.
It is just insane to me when he comes in the building. Like, you guys are the hallway because he's knocked over. This is when he walks in. Everyone's like, uh-oh.
I hope he or his wife are listening
He has his bag. He has his bag of lunch,
Yes.
and he goes right to that newsroom, and
He's like, "Game on."
you can be like, "Hey, Jeff, how you doing?" Good.
Yeah.
Good.
He's not playing.
Out of my way. I gotta do the news. Oh man, I always know what he pulls in. Always does.
Like if you blink, you'll miss him. Like that's how quickly
Yeah.
he's walking.
Trust me, I get it. Other people when they pull in. Like, oh no.
Wait, who are you referencing?
Here on today's music, it is Q92. Got a forecast coming up from Mark Johnson right here on Q. I almost hit 4 different animals coming to work today on this new back roads I have to take, these country roads.
Yeah.
Not even joking. First, a deer runs out in front of me on some country road, a good 20 feet in front of me, but didn't know he was going to come out there. Hit the brakes, turn right down some other country road to the detour, 5 kittens are on the side of the road and almost come out while I'm driving by.
Seriously?
Swear to God.
Aw.
Turn down the 3rd country road I don't know to come to work. 2 raccoons in the middle of the road.
Yeah, it's roadkill season.
What is happening?
Yeah, I had a ton. I had a deer completely on its back with its hooves, like
You sleeping?
petrified. Maybe it's like those fainting cows.
I always like to think they're all just taking naps
Yeah, I really
in
hate
weird
it
positions.
when like you see a raccoon and they're on their side and they're like stuck like that.
They always go boo,
Right. And
but they're not. They're going, I'm dead.
right.
So I saw tons of wildlife today. Like I said, I have a new, because of course, for the 2nd time in 2 months, one of the 2 roads I take to work every day is closed. And this detour is very much a country road detour.
Can't wait.
Very much.
I told you.
Country road, farmland, wooded detour.
Well, that's my whole drive here every day. Just because I don't go highway. I don't need to. But it is all through farming community. I mean, literal farms. But just so you know, if you use State Street for your commute, it's closing on July 8th for 65 days.
Oh, yeah, I feel like so many main roads. 225,
65
224.
days! That's like the biggest main artery between Akron, Canton Airport, and Alliance.
Why did you not rescue the kittens?
Yeah.
I'm a dog guy, first of all.
Oh!
Find a rewarding career close to home at Kimball. You'll find outstanding benefits, a supportive team, and opportunities for career growth. Working for a local family company really makes a difference. Apply today.
Q92.
Falling temps during your Monday into the lower 20s by late afternoon. A little light snow early and then cloudy skies. Overnight, cloudy and frigid. Our low near 9, a wind chill to -6. I am Art J. Weather from News 5.
$8:20 right here on today's hit music. It is Q92. Christian, Lauren, Jake here with you. Hope you guys having a good start to your Monday morning and your week. Kicking off a whole new work week today and a whole new school week. So hopefully we're all off on a good foot, if you will. Good morning, guys. Will you shout out to Caden and Carson? They are on the way to, I believe that means doctor's appointment. Hope you feel better soon, boys. By the way, they are huge fans of the show. Thank you, Caden and Carson.
That's awesome.
Love it.
Feel better.
Hope you feel better. Hope the doc gives you some medicine, makes you feel a lot better. And, you're going to see my doctor, Dr. Deep. He'd fix you right now. Like, my friend, hello, how are you? And then, boom.
His office listens.
Pull out the laptop, go over your stuff on the laptop, talk to you, listen to you.
I cannot wait for your next appointment. They'll be like, Christian, do your Dr. Deep impersonation.
Oh, you're my friend. Oh, he just greets you with it's the best greeting. It's the best greeting.
Yeah.
Oh, he's so good. So good. I'm sure a lot of you like your family doctors too. So I just like mine a little bit more. Throw it out there.
Yeah.
So glad I have a doctor. Think about the things I wouldn't know that were wrong with me. I would have not have known I had type 2 diabetes. Probably could have guessed. And I would have not known that I had sleep apnea. So people have told me. My health is better because of
100%.
because of my doctor.
Yeah.
And I know there's people out there that don't have one, and I'm not trying to get on my soapbox here at all because I was the one that was like, oh, I'm not going to the doctor. I'm glad I do now. I hate to say I flip-flopped.
Yeah.
But I flip-flopped. I think you should have one. Preventative health can be good.
I have a doctor, and I want to say I like her. I do.
I want to say that.
She's very nice, but
She'll
I feel
do.
like every time I go, she's like, we need blood. I'm like, what the heck? Why? Like, I don't understand the constant.
Blood. We need blood.
I mean, I have not had any. I mean, like, I had one issue one time where my liver enzymes, they were like, they're high. Let's do an ultrasound. And then I looked it up and I was like, actually, on my chart, it says it's at the high end of normal. We're going to hold off on the ultrasound. So she drew it again and it came back normal. So she was like, oh, it could have been a medication you took. Like, I didn't even know, like, antacids can do that.
Didn't know that either.
Yeah. So anyhow,
Didn't know that either.
Yeah, every time I go, I feel like she's like, we need blood.
That reminds me while we're on this subject, Jake, if you weren't you looking to get in a doctor?
I have not yet,
Okay.
but I really need to.
Where do you live?
Jackson.
In Jackson. It's got to be somewhere in Jackson. I don't know any good family doctors. If anyone knows any good family doctors. I can tell you, though, if you want to go to someone that's near where you work.
That's true. You could just leave
I was
here.
honestly thinking about
Might
that.
I
Not gonna lie.
suggest Dr. Deeb? Just saying.
Not a bad idea.
It's not a bad idea.
Whenever I have doctor's appointments, I have to like rush back because all mine are in like Belden Village.
It's what I like. Now, if I was on vacation or something, would it be a little bit of a pain? Yeah, but all my appointments I make for right after work here before I go home. So I just buzz right from here over to there.
Listen, I get the biggest ick when it comes time to go for an appointment. Actually, Christian said to me today, he's like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, I have doctor's appointment. I get so weirded out and like, after this year, like this past year and finding out I had skin cancer, like I have to go back and have another screening, like full body screening. And I'm pretty sure there's some other things that are going to have to be addressed, skin cancer wise, but it geeks me out so bad. Like you guys, I literally get in my head and like, I have the worst anticipatory anxiety in the world.
I get stress poops.
Oh yeah.
I get those.
Yeah.
I'm guilty of stress poops.
Every time you go to the doctor?
No, not for now, no. But a lot of times for things I get stress poops. I get stress poops for some of our broadcasts, like Students for Sobriety.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm always like, I got to get up earlier than normal and drive far. Usually if I'm going to a hotel, I'm afraid I'm going to be late, so I'm going to miss equipment. So I start stressing, I get stress poops.
No, I thought maybe it was because of the public speaking, but then I remembered
No,
that
I leave
usually,
that to you.
Yeah, you shove that off on me and then
Sure
become all of a sudden the most helpful roadie we've ever had, where he's
Sure
like
do.
lugging all the equipment to the van by
You know
himself.
what? That tablecloth's not folded right. Let me start over and do it again. Family Doc here. Thanks for the love. It's nice to hear. Listen, Family Doctor is very important. It can be
They
very
are.
helpful. My only thing with Family Doc, the reason why I like who I like, just act like you give a damn. I had a doctor before and I left. I didn't go to doctor for over 10 years because I felt like that doctor I went to at that time could have gave two craps about anything I had to say. It wouldn't even almost look at me, and it felt like all he wanted to do was get me out the door as soon as he could. I remember telling him things I was worried about and him literally like fluffing them off.
Yeah.
And I was so turned off. My mom was mad at me because she's like, he's our family. I'm like, I'm done. I ain't going to that guy no more.
That's how my mom was for years.
And,
she went to the same
yeah, it was like I
lady, and she
betrayed
was
the
awful.
family because I left this awful family.
Yeah.
And now I found Deep. Megan's the reason I found Deep. That's her doctor. And I it's just the manner. I feel like he's talking to me. He's listening to what I have to say. If I have a problem, he's not just looking off, typing, and be like, oh, whatever. He's just like,
yeah,
okay. And then when we talk about it, we go over some things. I feel like that's all I need. Just act like you get, even if you're acting.
I know. I had the best family doctor in the world, and he decided to retire.
Bedside manner is a thing, and it means something to people.
Oh, 100%
it means something to people when they can come to you as your family doctor, and they actually feel like you're not just racing to get them out to get to the next patient.
Yeah.
Like you actually are trying to help them and listen to them. So, Jake, we go to Dr. Jessica Falvo, Lang and Jackson on Portage in Wales. She's awesome.
I've heard of that doctor, actually. That actually... Portage in Wales. That might be where my sister goes.
Okay.
There you go.
I'll look into it.
Something to think about.
Yeah.
Something to think about. 8:26. We got Ja Rule coming up here in a second, because why wouldn't we? Mandatory Ja Rule on a Monday. Listen, he was cool till Eminem got
Where
hold
did
of
that
him.
even come from? That's
What?
why I was laughing. It's out of nowhere. We got Ja Rule coming up.
Well,
Damn against Ja Rule.
Like to let people know, I got nothing until Eminem destroyed him.
Well,
Basically ruined his career.
yeah, that's fair.
That was a feud that didn't end well.
No.
Although Ja's still around, he's still doing things. He's still doing concerts.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone loved Ja Rule. And then Eminem got a hold of it. We all just went, well, I guess none of us like Ja Rule no more. We just went with it. What do you think about the things, the musical trends we went with the 90s and early 2000s of either loving and immediately hating someone or giving up on someone because of a feud? Like, we all,
gave
when
up
that
on
happened,
him.
said, well, sorry, Ja Rule, I guess you're not cool no more.
Right.
Eminem said so.
Mm-hmm.
See you later, buddy. And he had some good songs.
Living it
up. He did say, must be the ass to J-Lo. Remember that?
Yeah.
That was him.
He probably was right, though.
It was. Still is. Still is. Anyway, moral question for you guys coming up.
Oh, boy.
No, there's no real joke. It really is a moral question. It's actually kind of serious-ish.
Okay.
I want to test morals on people. And I mean, without judgment, I'm just curious where people's heads are at on something.
Okay.
That's coming up. But first, believe me, first, Ja Rule. Well, you want to know how weird and idiotic I can be? Listen to this 100% true story, unfabricated. I don't even think it's funny, but it really happened. So I got home yesterday. Right as I got home, Jimmy had passed out on our bed. Well, we're all about him in his crib, so I took him, put him in his crib.
Yeah.
He was out. I went downstairs. I was like, okay, it's the middle of the day. Jamie's working. Baby's sleeping. The only thing I'm thinking, video games. I was like, let's go. So I get down in the basement. I'm groovy. I just got the game on. Turned it on. I got a beverage to my right. Life is great, right? I got the baby monitor here so I can see the baby moving around. If he wakes up, I can hear him because obviously I don't want her to get him because I'm playing a video game.
And she's working.
Yeah. So then she texts, she's like, you're like, while you're sleeping, you should run to the butcher block and get us some steak. And at first I was like, damn it. I was like, you know what? Grilled steak sounds fantastic. Who doesn't like grilled steak and some steaks from the butcher? So I'm like, all right, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do it. I was like, what kind of steak do you want? She's more of a strip steak. I'm more of a ribeye. Not a problem.
Okay.
So I go over. I walk right in. I know nothing about really going to a true butcher. I just walked in and there was like 5 people working there. They all just like looked at me.
Like, what can we do for you?
Okay.
Yeah.
And I was like, hi, I want to get a couple steaks. They were like, what do you need? I will. They didn't say it in unison. Only the one girl said it. I said I would like 1 strip and 1 boneless ribeye. And she was like, an inch?
The thickness.
Hell if I know. Sure, whatever. But yeah, I go.
Whatever you recommend.
Yeah,
You're
like,
the butcher.
Okay.
Right.
And got him. I paid for him. And I got to the car and I'm like, it's kind of small steak. And then I heard the guy behind me and he was like, oh, one of your biggest. I was like, oh, you should specify if you would. Oh, crap. I just got the standard. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I sent pictures to her and I'm like, you okay with this steak? Because it was very tasty, but it wasn't the biggest strip steak. And I didn't want her to be like, what is this?
Right. What did you bring me? Are you trying? Yeah.
She's like, we're just going to get another one. I'm like, I don't want to go. I just came out. I want to walk right back in there. I didn't say that to her, to myself. I was like, I don't want to walk right back in there.
Why? You
I
made a
just
mistake.
walked
That's when you
out.
just walk back in and you're like, I think I messed up.
I just walked out. So here
Or
I am.
make up a story. Just be like, I just got a text. We're having company for dinner. Can you double that up?
So I want you to know what I
Run it
did.
back.
I want you both to know what I did because it's stupid. And my only thought was like, is there anything I can do where maybe they wouldn't quite realize it's me again, even though I just walked out a minute ago?
No.
So
Would you put on a disguise? Dude.
I had
What?
not a disguise, but I had this hat on. This blue hat I'm wearing right now. That's why I put it on, the Under Armour hat. But also in my car, I had my Akron Rubber Ducks hat.
Which is also blue. Same color, too.
Not disagreeing. I switched hats.
You are a dork. You know that?
I literally took off the Under Armour hat, put on the Akron Rubber Ducks hat, and walked in thinking they might not know it was me.
Do you realize that you were the talk of the butcher shop after you left
Still?
because you did that instead of just walking in?
Still in the same shirt, same shorts, same voice, same guy, but I had a different blue hat on. And as soon as I walked in, the lady's like, "Is everything okay? Did we mess something up?"
Right, because your hat plan didn't
In
throw
my
her
head,
off.
I was like, "Son of a bitch!" And I was like, "Oh no, I just need one more strip steak." But I tried to fool the people at the butcher block by switching hats in my car
Well,
because
wait,
I was
don't-
embarrassed to go back in.
Dear Lord.
It did work. I am
Duh.
I am not a master of surprise.
I mean, you did
Disguise.
You didn't. It's not like you had a gray hat in your car.
No.
That Rubber Ducks hat is literally the same color as that
Yeah.
hat.
Well, I thought maybe the duck would throw him off.
Yeah.
Couldn't be him. The other hat didn't have a duck on it.
This is a Q92 Sports Break with Christian Bigglesworth on Q92.
NFL playoffs yesterday. The Bills beat the Denver Broncos 31-7. The Eagles beat the Packers 22-10. And in Sunday night's wild card game, the Washington Commanders beat Tampa Bay 23-20. There's one more NFL playoff game, and it is tonight at 8 o'clock on ESPN and ABC. The Minnesota Vikings taking on the Los Angeles Rams. NBA action yesterday, the Cavaliers lost to the Indiana Pacers by a score of 108-93. The Cavaliers' record falls to 33-5 on the season. Next up, they'll be in Indy to take on the Pacers again tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. You can watch that game on TNT. That's a quick look at sports right here on today's Hit Music, Q92. $8:35 right here on today's Hit Music Q92. Christian, Lauren, Jake here, hanging out with you on your Monday morning on the radio, streaming at Q92radio.com. You can watch along on Q92's Facebook and YouTube page. Thank you guys for having us on. Appreciate it. Don't forget, coming up at the 9 o'clock hour, around 9:15 or so, Mark Johnson from News Channel 5 will be joining us. We'll catch up with Mark, and we'll get a look at what he thinks the weather is going to be like for the entire week for the Q92 listening area. So always nice catching up with Mark, seeing what he's up to. Always enjoy that. And like I said, we'll get a true expert's opinion on what he thinks the weather's going to be like this week. I imagine coldish.
Yeah, but I think we're supposed to get warmer towards next weekend.
That's cool. That's cool. I like the snow right now.
Yesterday was actually really nice. We took the kids tubing and sledding and all that kind of stuff, and you didn't freeze your butt off. Like, it was amazing.
Yeah, it was in the 30s, right?
Yeah.
30s yesterday. Yeah, dropping today, obviously.
Yeah, since we got here, but it was 29 when I got here. Now it's 26, I think. But
yeah, no, it's going to drop.
All day.
Going to drop. I would have loved this snow around the holidays.
Yeah, we just waited. Mother Nature waited till all of that was over.
Yeah. Oh, the holiday's over? Okay, now winter can begin.
Snow.
I'm like, really?
Yeah.
Really? 8:36. I seriously have a question, and I have no judgment. I just want literally to know your opinion. Because these fires have been happening for, 2 weeks? Is that too
I would
long?
say it's maybe a little less than that, but yeah, I mean, I think it first kind of started becoming like, like 10 days ago.
3 or 4 of them still going on right now, I believe.
We have Santa Ana winds coming in today.
Two are contained of the 4 or 5?
They're not, I don't think any of them are 100% contained.
I thought 2 were.
Maybe.
I thought I read that 2 were contained, 3 or I'm not even sure of the exact number, so I could be talking out of my hind
There
part.
were 5 fires burning.
And I wanted to say 2 of them they had contained at some point over the weekend. Now, winds could have changed that. I could just be making that up for some dumb reason. I don't think I am, but I'm wrong all the time. But that's been going on. And so many people have lost their homes. So many businesses have been destroyed. And the thing is, a lot of celebrities' homes have been destroyed.
Yeah.
And I've been seeing, I've been a comment section reader for this week. I'm not normally that, but I
do that all the time.
Surprised with how many people are, maybe happy is not the right word. Who cares when it comes to celebrities having their homes burnt down? Just who cares?
Yeah, but do you know what's ignorant about that?
So, well, go ahead.
It's not just celebrities' homes. Like, everybody thinks that just because Pacific Palisades burned down, and that was, yes, very wealthy, that's who's being affected. That couldn't be further from the truth. I have family that lives in Orange County, Los Angeles, California. There are several everyday average families like you and I that have lost their homes, that have been evacuated, that don't have access to supplies, had to get out in a pinch, and still don't know whether or not their home's there or not.
Yeah, it's been awful. It's been awful. But in this instance, what I'm just saying is this: people seem to have little to no sympathy for the celebrities that have lost their homes. And I'm just curious where you guys stand on that. I'm not here to judge you. I'm just here. I'm flat out curious. Are you someone who's like, man, that sucks. That really sucks. They lost their home. Or are you someone like, you know what? Celebrities, screw them. They got millions. They can build a new house in a day. Or they probably got 2 more houses somewhere else in the country they can go to. It's just amazing. And I'm talking about the celebrity factor only, not the normal. I get that. But I'm talking about the celebrities because I've seen so many people being like, don't care. They're fine. Doesn't matter. They're a celebrity. They're rich.
Did you see Mandy Moore's Instagram
Yeah,
post?
she got crap for doing a GoFundMe, right? Or
yeah, because,
trying to get a GoFundMe?
Yeah, and she's like, if for people that are asking, yes, we made a hefty contribution, but you can also politely
F off.
Yeah.
Because
we also just lost everything we owned and we have to rebuild.
Yeah.
You know, big price tag mansions come with big price tag rebuilds. And there are so many families. I feel bad for these celebrities because they are feeling the human side of all of these natural disasters that we've seen everywhere else. Whether it was the hurricane that impacted, parts of Virginia, North Carolina, out that way, or whether it's people recovering from hurricane disaster and all that kind of stuff. They're finally feeling the emotions that these people have felt because they've also lost everything or a large majority of it. And the one thing that I think that you can't take away is they are grieving the loss of very important things, regardless of how big your home is or how many bedrooms you have. They lost photos. They lost memories. They lost, mementos, that family heirlooms that may have been passed down from generation to generation.
Yeah.
That you can't erase. And for that, I do feel really bad for them, because no matter who you are, that has to hurt.
I think it sucks no matter who you are, what tax bracket you're from. I think it sucks. I also don't believe in taking pleasure and misfortune for people no matter what. And I don't like putting back, I feel like that bad karma stuff sometimes comes back around.
Oh, yeah.
When you put out stuff like, and maybe that's just stupid, but you put out that like, yeah, I'm glad that rich person's house burnt down. I don't know. I feel like that
I
could come
can't
back.
ever imagine making a statement like that, though.
But some people feel that way. And that's why I'm asking. Like, I'm not really asking with judgment in my voice. I'm just kind of asking where you guys sit on that. Are you someone who sits there and is like, no, man, it sucks. I don't care. I don't care who you are. I don't care how rich or poor you are. That sucks. Lose everything. Or are you someone who's like, you know what, man? They don't know. They're millionaires, billionaires. They got three other houses, 2 other houses. They're fine. Like, not really. So I'm not looking to browbeat anybody or yell at anybody or judge anybody. I'm curious where you stand, where your head's at. That's all for me.
I told you I thought that the Red Cross setup in the Palisades area probably looked very different than an average neighborhood's Red Cross resource center. A lot of these celebrities, of course, they do have other means. They either have other homes. They have the money to put themselves up in hotels where average families can't afford that long term. Yeah. So yes, they do have that benefit. But I think there's going to be a lot of them that are going to come to find they don't have insurance.
Where you guys stand? Like, what's your thought on that? Just flat out, again, don't be afraid of either way. This isn't we're going to sit here and be like, oh, I can't believe you said that. If that's how you feel, say it. I'm just curious where you guys are at. Some text real quick. The fires are 11% contained altogether. Someone said.
I knew it wasn't like a real good situation.
Text message, no sympathy here for the celebrities. There's someone who said it. I think everyone lives within their means. Celebs make a ton of money, so sure, they have huge homes. Does that make it any less of a loss? I don't think so. Some people can be heartless. Text message, celebrity or not, it is sad. For the Swiftie haters, she donated $10 million to California. Who was hating on?
No, but we do have people that will comment when we talk about Taylor. Oh, Taylor. I love her. I think she does amazing things. I think she has definitely spread her wealth for good.
Yeah.
So I love that she did that.
On that situation with the celebrities losing all their stuff in their homes, are you sympathetic? Are you unsympathetic because of their financial status or celebrity status? I'm just curious where you stand on that one. Spence and Boone, slow it down. It's Q92. They want $250K for a house in the hood of Alliance. Listen, I lived in Alliance, and I actually enjoyed living in Alliance.
There's some really nice areas out here.
I had a house in Alliance, and I thought it was very. I had no problems, no issues. I did find a Walgreens shopping cart in my yard one day when I came home from work. I will say that happened. Other than that, the apartment complex was pretty much quiet next to me. The older couple next to me on the other side, they were lovely. The car wash always gave me entertainment. You know what I mean?
You got to watch a music video get shot there.
I did see a rap music video get shot there. It was fantastic.
Right. You had a front row seat.
I still remember that.
Yeah.
They were on the hood. I was hearing the music, and that was not weird for me because a lot of people blast their music when they're cleaning their car out. So that wasn't odd to me. I'd heard
I do that. I
country
turn my
music.
car
Yeah.
on it while I'm cleaning it.
I've heard country music, hip hop, hard rock. I've heard it all
Yeah.
when I lived in that house in Alliance. But that, I just happened to get up because the bass was really thumping. I was like, oh. I looked up and then I see like the girl and the guy and they're dancing and the guy's running around him with the camera. I was like, wow.
Did you then tape them taping the video?
No, I didn't. I should have.
Yes.
I should have. I saw a car wreck at that car wash.
Oh, boy.
That was fantastic. Today's hit music, Q92. We already played Beautiful Things. Text messages. Celebrity or not, they're still human and they still lost everything, someone says. A lot of these celebrities have donated to other natural disasters, so the haters can go to hell, someone says. They may be rich, but that shouldn't diminish the fact that they have lost what they have worked so hard for. It may be easier for them to rebuild, but it is still a traumatic situation, someone says on the text line. Someone says, missed opportunity, you should have played Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. It's a good song, by the way.
It is.
I feel it's tragic that anyone lost their home from the fire, celebrity or not. But the big story should stay focused on the people of that area, not entire segments on just the celebrities. So
I agree with that. I told Christian off air, one of my concerns is I feel like this could hinder, and I say this, the celebrity impact that this has had could hinder Americans from donating to FEMA or the American Red Cross or any disaster relief for them because they're like, oh, well, they have so much money, they don't need it. That's not true. There are average everyday families that have lost their homes as well. And when I say average everyday families, you're like, no, they're all mansions. No, they're not. Look at some of these, like Altadena and stuff like that. Yes, there are wealthy areas, but there's also just regular residential neighborhoods that they've lost everything.
yeah, it's like around here, you have your really, really nicer places. And,
Yeah.
and there are places around there and where the places where the more of the upper scale people live around here. And if a tornado went through all of those.
Everyone would be impacted, not just the wealthy, bigger houses.
Yeah. There's a lot of heartless people out there these days. What's wrong with people? Someone says on the text line. Oh, man. Good morning, Lauren, Christian, and Jake. Fire Chief checking in. Loss is a loss. It should not matter if they are a celebrity or not. I have looked celebs and poor people in their face. Guess what? Same heartbreak in their eyes. Still the same disbelief. I pray for everyone impacted by the fires and prayers for the first responders working day in and day out. Well said. Well said, Fire Chief. Well, don't forget about North Carolina residents. Everyone's talking about Cali, but no news coverage for the people in North Carolina. They are still hurting Jim Guy.
I 100% agree. Did you see the line for them to pick up propane to heat their homes?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy. It's sad and extremely devastating to lose a home filled with memories, no matter who you are. And then my heart absolutely shatters thinking about the animals and the homeless people who had nowhere to evacuate to. For perspective, someone says in the text line, 56 square miles have burned down. That's the equivalent to the entire city of Akron burning down. It's 61 square miles of Akron. That is true. People don't. Sometimes I think people still don't understand how big California is.
Well, not even just how big California is, but how big Los Angeles, Orange County area is. Like we think Stark County is big. Like you drive from one end to the other. That is nothing.
Yeah.
Compared to how big the county is out there.
Yeah. Yep. Just interesting where you guys stood on the whole celebrity thing because a lot of people were, I don't want to say seemed happy.
No, it's the same thing as the whole Luigi Mangione thing. Like people just started jumping on the bandwagon and like supporting him. And then now you've got this and everybody's tearing, these celebrities down because they're having the reactions that they're having. It's
a crazy world right now.
It is a really crazy world. And I feel like social media is a blessing and a curse. And I feel like it's a curse because some days when you're feeling kind of like crummy and you get on and you read these and it's so disheartening that this is the world that we live in and this is how we treat each other. Everybody's a keyboard warrior.
Oh, yeah. Everyone can pop off on the keyboard. It's easy. It's easy to say behind your cell phone or a computer. It's very easy to be an a-hole.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier these days. It's Q92.
Are you recently engaged? My question was, Do you think it's going to devalue the strength of a relationship for the future generation? Because you cannot possibly make the same connection over text as you would face to face or on the phone.
It probably will. I'll give my not daughter credit. Boy, her and her boyfriend, they can't go a day without seeing each other.
Well,
they hang
that's
out
good.
every day. It is.
But sometimes you can't.
I'm like, hey, just leave some room for the friends too. Like, let's
Right.
not.
Yeah, don't lose all your friends.
Let's not. You know what I mean? Love it. Don't have a problem with it. I said before, I like the guy now. I think he's a cool kid. He's respectable. He's intelligent.
So you got over the whole I don't need a chocolate chip cookie thing.
I never going to judge him for being emo. I just wanted to know if he
No,
was
you
emo.
were offended when you offered him a chocolate chip cookie when you made cookies and he was like, no, thank you.
that pissed me off a little bit. I was like, all right, a-hole, that's fine. Go to hell. But, you know, you treat her right, you respect her. She always comes to the door, picks her up, says hello to me and Jamie. I'm cool with that. But they're together a lot.
Yeah.
And they hang out all together a lot. And we've had discussions about her friend group. So like that. And sometimes her friends, she feels a little sometimes, I won't say alienated, but I'm like, well, listen.
When you're never around.
When you're never around, and if they get to hang out with you, it's only with your boyfriend.
Find a rewarding career close to home at Kimball. You'll find outstanding benefits, a supportive team, and opportunities for career growth. Working for a local family company really makes a difference. Apply today.
Q92.
Falling temps during your Monday into the lower 20s by late afternoon. A little light snow early and then cloudy skies. Overnight, cloudy and frigid. Our low near 9, a wind chill to -6. I am Mark J. Weather from News 5.
APT right here on today's hit music. Q92, 8:55. Don't forget, 9 o'clock hour. We have got Mark Johnson from News Channel 5 coming up. He'll be talking to us like he does every Monday. We'll see what he's been up to, and we'll get a look at the weather for the rest of the week. So that is coming up. So don't forget that.
Also, This is so important. I want to make sure that we share this. Operation Warm Coat is happening at the Eric Snow Family YMCA. Well, it's sponsored, I'm sorry, by the Eric Snow Family YMCA. This is happening this Thursday from 5 to 7. You guys, we know this time of year, it has been really, really, really cold. If you are unable to purchase a winter coat for your child or your child needs one, they're teaming up, Eric Snow Family YMCA is with Deal Subaru of Maslin to get kids new winter coats. So again, this is this Thursday from 5 to 7. They'll have games, crafts, hot cocoa, cookies throughout the evening. You can guarantee a coat for your child by reserving it in advance at ymcastark.org. If you go to the events tab and click on Operation Warmth, all coats are going to be picked up by 6:30. After that, coats not claimed will be released and available to anyone who just walks in. So it's so important. Let's keep our kids healthy. Let's keep our kids safe. Let's keep our kids warm. If you need a coat for them, this is an event happening with the Eric Snow Family YMCA. Be sure to go over to ymcastark.org and get more information.
There you go. It's Post Malone and Swaley. It's Sunflower. It's 8:56. It's Q92.
I have an observation this morning.
Yeah.
You are a little peppy. And last night was your first night.
Yeah. Went terrible.
Okay.
2 hours of sleep.
Why?
Couldn't sleep.
Can you take like a sleeping pill or something?
Couldn't figure out. It was working. Then I don't think it was working, but I didn't know if it wasn't working. I didn't want to break anything, so I was just sitting there. And then I finally was just hitting buttons randomly like a kid who's never played a video game before. And it kicked on a little bit more or turned up. I don't know. I don't even know what I did. And then I finally fell asleep probably around 2:15, 2:30. Got to get up at 4.
So maybe we
Literally
fiddle.
had the mask on before 11 o'clock.
Well, maybe we fiddle with the mask tonight when you get home from work.
Tossed, turned, gagged, coughed.
Is it a full mask?
They wouldn't give me the nose one. Mine's too severe. When I went in there and they were talking about, I saw the options. They're like, so which one do you like? And I was like, the one with just the nose looks pretty good. And I knew because Leia's like, everyone says that. But see, and then she like pointed to like my sleep report.
Like, listen.
She's like, but see, she's like, we want to get your incidence down to, 5 per sleep cycle. You know what mine was at my sleep study?
God.
68.
Okay, and you're complaining about how uncomfortable the mask is?
Yes.
Christian, you could
Only once. I wore it. Didn't take it off once. Now, I will say, I was a little bitch. Because Jamie fell asleep. I was tossing and turning. I did punch the bed a few times. I took off my socks and threw them as hard as I could across the room out of anger. Didn't wake anybody, but I was very much being a little brat, borderline bitch, because I was so uncomfortable and I knew I couldn't take it off. And I'm just like, this is my life now. This is not just today.
Okay, but
this is my
hold
life.
on a second. You will warm up to it. You will.
So I didn't fall asleep till after literally 2 a.m. I wake up at 4.
I know.
So although I may seem peppy,
You do seem peppy.
I'm actually annoyed. Not at anyone, just at life.
The Celsius really does it for you.
Well, it is a tropical vibe.
It is.
So, and I'm tired. I can't nap. I got to pick up the kid. Then I got a basketball game to call on the radio tonight. And then I got to try this again tonight. It's like, I don't know. But I'm going on 2 hours of sleep. That tells you how good it goes.
Well, I'm sorry about
When they
that.
said it, and even the lady said when we went through it at the place, she was like, it is going to take getting used to.
Yeah.
Yeah. It really, really is.
Well, I think you should try and fiddle with it.
So, no. Did I get
Early
a great,
today.
amazing? No, I did not.
You'll get there.
No, I did not. It's not as conforming as a mask as I thought, but it's still
So it's not quite like
it has like
Top Gun-ish?
It doesn't go over.
Oh, okay, good.
Like
Yeah.
it's good radio. It's like it does this to the
You guys
nose.
are watching, though. It's great video.
It doesn't like cover the nose per se. It's like right
below
but
the
then
nose.
it does this.
I see.
And
Now, will the machine tell you the next day, like how many events you had and how much it had to help you?
what's that? I didn't hear what you said.
I said, no, will the machine tell you the next day, like how many events you had or how many times it had to assist?
Somewhere on the machine, yeah.
Oh, but let's figure out how to use it first.
Somewhere on the machine it does. There's an app too I didn't download yet where I could have looked and seen all my stuff. I didn't download it yet. So it is just, to me, it is just so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It was, I don't even think I was using it correctly. At one point, I don't even think it was working. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I have nothing to base it on. The middle of the night. So.
You need to read some of these text messages.
What it is. It's, Jamie texted me. Jamie did not sleep through that and was almost a little bitch from being so frustrated with you that I almost went to the couch to sleep because you kept me up all through the night with your F-bombs and your temper tantrums.
See, don't be that kind of bitch that you're keeping the whole house up.
I wasn't trying.
But you weren't being courteous or
Dude,
thinking about them. You were only thinking about yourself.
It was so uncomfortable. It was so uncomfortable. I don't know. I don't know how I'm supposed to do that forever. No idea how. Maybe I'll go tonight, and maybe it'll be 100 times better.
I'm just telling you. I know that at some point you will get used to it. It won't be a whole thing.
Well, what they owe me after one date. You know what I mean?
Okay, I know, but you're the one doing the ghosting. They're not. I'm talking about their position.
I've been ghosted. Oh, I've been ghosted. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I've never been ghosted.
Was there any of those times that ever stung a little?
Well, I think ego, it's always going to be a little, oh, damn. Yeah.
Like you thought everything was hunky-dory, and she's like,
well, or at least I thought it went better than that.
Crickets.
But then I'm good for, I'll give you two. Back in my dating days, I'd give you two. If two came back and no response, I usually go, oh, okay.
Got the message.
I'm not going to be that guy. Got it.
Yeah.
That sucks. See you later.
Aw, Connie on Facebook said she was ghosted waiting on a date that never showed up at all. That's terrible.
Oh.
At least have the guts to be like, I changed my mind. You don't make that person sit there. I'm following this lady on TikTok. She's in her 40s and she's never dated.
Oh.
And I feel her like pain. Not that I've ever been in that position, but I feel so bad for her. And that happened to her. She ended up waiting at a Dunkin' to meet this guy, and she like recorded the whole thing. I was like, this is heartbreaking.
That sucks.
Yeah.
That sucks. I mean, listen, I think it happens to everybody a little bit. I'm just not against ghosting. Maybe that's just me. Jake, you hate ghosting?
I don't hate it, no.
Like if someone ghosts you even and you're like, I mean, it sucks, but you're
Yeah.
like, okay.
I can't speak today. I'm with you. I think it's better just to not have contact and just be like, okay.
Yeah. I mean, I like to think you figured it out pretty
It's
quick.
interesting you guys are guys and you think that way. And I'm a woman and I think the exact opposite.
But I'm not coming from, like, I've been ghosted. I'm not coming from a point of like, I only ghost women. I've been ghosted. Have you been ghosted, Jake?
Probably. I don't know. I haven't dated. I don't date casually. I've only had like a handful.
You went through a stint.
Yeah, you went through the whole McDonald's staff.
not
What are you
pretend.
talking about?
Yeah, but I mean, that was like, I don't know.
The one girl lied about leaving the country.
Yeah, but I dated that girl for almost a year.
That's not ghosting.
She decided to switch teams altogether, didn't
Yeah.
she?
I don't even know.
No, that was a different one.
Oh, that was a different one. Okay.
I don't even know what you call that. That's not ghosting. I don't know. Is that Carmen Sandiegoing? Next, she was in Canada, and she never went.
Where in the world is my girlfriend's?
Canada. Oh, she's back and with my best friend.
Oh.
Right here on today's Hit Music, it is Q92, 9:07. Welcome to the 9 o'clock hour of the Q92 Morning Show. Christian, Lauren, Jake here with you on your radio, streaming at Q92radio.com and live video on Q92's Facebook and YouTube channels. Thanks for having us on 330-450-9292, the phone number. The text line 330-269-9292. Glad to have you guys with us and hope your morning is going well. Anyway. I have obsessed with TikToks and Reels lately.
Yeah.
I didn't realize people prank the Peloton instructors.
Like the ones that are on video?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like do like the live shows and like not a show, you exercise.
Yeah,
with them.
class.
Didn't realize like you could prank them because like a lot of times they read out names of like who's doing well, who got to 1,000 whatever steps. There's a compilation, and I watch it like I've never seen. You ever watch something, and no matter how many times you watch it, you laugh?
Yeah. I have one saved.
To where people are probably like, you've seen it a million times. Like, yeah, I know.
I really need a laugh. Like, I'll go and pull it up.
I have this one. I was watching it again right before the last song was playing. I was just dying. There are fake, perverted names that I've never heard. I am a...
You're clever-ish.
Never heard of some of these names that they've tricked people into saying on the Peloton bikes, and there is one in particular. If I said it, I'd be fired in 2 seconds.
I'm sure.
But I mean, it was ingenious. I thought I heard them all growing up, from prank calls to your buddies. I thought I heard every one of those names that you can get someone to say that's actually a bad thing. But there's a couple, and it's just so funny because some of these instructors have no idea what they said. Some do, and they figure it out immediately. But then other ones just keep going, and I'm just like, do you know what you just said? So anyway, I didn't know that. I always knew that there's always like those public access shows people always prank. C-SPAN gets pranked a lot in their live television shows. If you ever want to really laugh, go to C-SPAN compilation, C-SPAN.
Yeah.
And you will see all the prank calls that they get to their live show. Putting live calls on the air is a dangerous game.
It is. That's why we don't do it.
We don't do it. We record them while the songs play and we play them back.
Yeah, I mean, they get played.
Yeah.
But
we just...
we screen them.
Yeah, we're not going to take that chance.
No.
But God... If you want to laugh, go down a little rabbit hole, look up the compilation of Peloton instructors getting tricked with fake names that are really, really just really, really impressive. That kind of stuff just makes me laugh.
Yeah.
Bloopers, compilations, things like that. Those always.
I was
always
really on a big military homecoming kick there for a while, so my feed was like overtaken by that. So I was like, I gotta get out of this.
You
Like,
gotta get
I
some
can't
fun
just
in that
cry
feed.
all the time, right?
Oh, you need some fun in that news feed.
So I started getting more like I started watching some of the funny videos. I saw one over the weekend that's just hilarious, and I think a lot of people have seen it. My daughter had seen it, where the dad pushes his little kid. He's probably like 5 or 6 on a tube, but they're at a ski resort, and the wife, you can hear her in the background. She's like, "You don't think he's too late for this? Like, how far is he going to go?" Well, he keeps going. He takes a hard left hook into the woods, and his dad's like, "Oh my God." Like, all these people start running after him down the hill.
Send this kid on a trip.
Yeah. So it's like those ones that like now I start watching. And then there's that one. Have you seen the one with the little girl where she gags? Your mom's like, "Do you like it? Is it good?" And she's like, and her eyes are watering and she's gagging.
No, I haven't seen that one.
Oh, it's hilarious.
I have not seen that one.
I miss America's Funniest Videos.
That's your kind of humor.
It is.
That is absolutely your kind of humor. So I understand. I understand. And Jake, I'm willing to bet there's nothing funny you've been watching.
I find that stuff funny too. I just don't really watch a lot of reels or.
Well, you don't have.
I don't have
He doesn't have
TikTok.
TikTok.
And you don't spend a lot of time on reels either.
No.
You're missing out, man. Even my husband has started watching reels. Like I'll be making dinner at night and my kids all have their phone out with my husband in the kitchen and they're like showing each other reels they saw throughout the day.
Speaking of TikTok, that deadline's looming.
Yeah, I think Mr. Wonderful Kevin O'Leary. I'm hoping he has his arms around that.
So yeah, that's the guy from Shark Tank.
Yeah, he was
who-
on Fox Business on Saturday morning talking about it.
Very seriously trying to acquire. Very seriously, like he is. It is not in any way a joke. He wants it.
Yes.
He wants it bad.
Yes, he does.
And we'll see if he ends up getting. I think something gets worked out. Whether he buys it or they even give it like a extension. I just could be wrong. I have no inside knowledge at all. But I don't know. I just have a feeling. I don't see it going away on the 19th.
Here's my thing. Even if it goes away, I think it'll be a temporary go away, but you can basically see all the same stuff on Instagram Reels. Let's be honest.
You can. You absolutely can. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, the 19th, right?
Yeah.
The 13th, everyone.
The day before the change in the White House.
We'll see what happens. It's Jelly Roll. I am not okay. It's 9:12. It's Q92. Ask people right now out of nowhere from our prep site. How often should a woman dress sexy for her man?
How long have they been married?
Literally, that's all the question is. There's no like
20 plus years, once a year.
there's no like they didn't do a survey. There's no like data. Just how often? Are you talking about like I'm talking to somebody. I'm like, do you mean like to go out or do you mean like at
in the bedroom?
home?
Right.
Listen, I am a typical perverted man, but I don't feel that should be a daily.
It doesn't stay on for but a minute.
I feel like that's an occasional.
Yeah.
You know
now
what I mean?
I get getting all dolled up and going out on a date.
But don't get me wrong.
That's good.
When you come home and your woman is like that and you had no clue it was coming, it's a very fun thing to
Because see, Tony usually sees me when my makeup's mostly rubbed off when I didn't put that much on all to begin with because it was really early in the morning. Like, yeah.
Have you ever, for him, like he got home, like been ready to and dressed up in an outfit? Not like I'm not saying like you were Scooby-Doo, but you know what I mean? Like
let's go to dinner?
No, like
not since we've had
you
children.
Surprised him.
Because that would be weird. They'd be like, Mommy, what's going on?
Of course, I meant like maybe the kids were out. It was just you and him.
My kids are never out. No, I'm just kidding. They're always with us.
All right.
No, I mean, maybe like before children.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the newlywed phase.
Like he had no idea. He came home
first
from work.
Couple, it was just us for the first like 2.5 years.
Yeah, there you go. Jake, you ever gone to Stars and all out of nowhere?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Maybe once when we were on vacation.
I feel like once the kids are old enough and they're around, you're like, you can't do that because like in your situation, her mom was there. Like, what if her mom came in instead of you? That'd be awkward. I feel like that's the dirty texting.
That's fun.
Yeah.
That can be fun.
Tony and I used to work at the same place and we would be in some of the same meetings and I would send really like, I would send text messages just to watch his face.
That's funny. I'm naked under my clothes. Send. Man. And then, should a woman ask her man before she changes the color of her hair?
So, no.
I get asked that by Jamie.
I did change my hair color about a week before our wedding, and Tony was furious. He was like, you don't even look like you. To be fair, he wasn't wrong. I went to like pretty dark brown.
Before your wedding?
Yeah. And I was like this or lighter before.
No, like, hey, I'm thinking about.
Nope.
Just boom.
He was like, what did you do?
You've ruined everything.
I think like when you're in like, I think women have a tendency to mess with.
Today's Hit Music Q92. Coming out kind of forecast from Mark Johnson. He'll be joining the show as well, like he does every Monday morning. We'll be talking about this week's weather, what you can expect. It's all on the way this hour on Q92. If heaven's really just space, and we all go to like, you know what I mean? Because some people think we were sent here from another planet, another universe.
Yeah, but I've never been like, I came from outer space.
No, because that's not as glamorous as saying I was sent here by the Lord, whichever God you pray to. It's fine.
Right.
You know, I would think about stuff like, what if we really are? What if this is a simulation?
I don't know. I've never really
What
thought
if
about
we
it
are
like that before.
Sims?
I don't think it's that.
Is it that much crazier to think that than think that a man made us
What do you think this
from
is
the
like?
clouds?
So, in essence, you think this is like a much bigger version of the Truman Show?
Vastly, yeah. I don't know. These things I don't know. I can't. The problem is none of us can really answer any of these questions until we die.
Right.
Like there's no one can come back to give us the answers. Like, yeah, no, it's this, or no, it's just this.
But there have been all those people that have had near-death experiences that say they see the Lord. You don't believe them?
They say that.
You don't believe them?
I'd like to speak personally to someone who's like, yeah, I saw this. You know what I mean? This is what I saw.
Yeah.
It's clouds. Everyone gets wings. Everyone's chilling. Everyone's groovy.
And Christian, that buffet doesn't exist.
My heaven, that would be my heaven. Just an endless buffet of all the foods I like. I don't know. It's just I think about weird things like that.
Yeah.
Where do we really come from?
Well, because
how did humans really
I do doubt the
begin
buffet.
to exist on this earth?
I know.
These are wormholes I go down.
I know.
Or rabbit holes, not wormholes, but wormholes
Well,
in space.
it's because you're thinking about space.
Yeah. I mean, how did this planet begin creating life and living things?
Are you kidding me right now?
What?
You know how this world began.
We know what we were told. None of us were here.
But life has to come from something.
Yeah, yeah. You need carbon. You need well, for us, for life, for oxygen. You need oxygen. But how did it start? Did it really start with two people and an apple?
I mean,
Do you believe that?
I do.
Two people just showed up?
No, I believe that God made man and God made woman.
Just made one.
Yeah, and he put them together so that they would populate the earth.
Then wouldn't there be a little bit of...
What do you believe in dinosaurs?
Oh, yeah, I believe in dinosaurs.
You believe that we evolved though, like in evolution?
I don't know.
Because again, life has to come from life.
I don't
So
know
how did
the
that
dinosaurs
first
got.
life form happen?
These are great questions.
I know, it's deep.
Great questions. I
Deep.
don't know. We weren't the only thing that were created. I'm saying, is there a chance maybe we were placed here?
By God, yeah.
But maybe what we think is God is actually people from another universe.
An alien? Are you trying to tell me a spaceship
I
buzzed by and they're like,
I don't know.
this looks like a good spot. Beam them down.
I don't know what I believe either, Christian. LOL. But, ... who made God? How did he get there?
Well, God's a spirit. God's a spirit.
We're told. with a broken heart right here on today's Hit Music Q92. Think about it. Starting this week now in the NFL playoffs, it's Taylor season. I'm sure she'll be in Kansas City when the Texans come to town.
Yeah.
This weekend. So now you can, if you're like, oh no, yeah, it starts again.
What if the Texans beat the Chiefs? They won't.
I don't think it would happen.
I don't think it would either, but would
now
it?
The winner of the Bills-Ravens beating the Chiefs, I could see.
Yeah.
That's going to be a tough
happen.
game. That's going to be a tough game. But as far as I don't think the Chiefs will lose to the Texans. I thought everything this past weekend NFL playoffs kind of went the way you thought it was going to go. So far, we got one more game tonight. But I don't think
no Buccaneers thing. I kind of thought the Buccaneers would win, but I know
bad for Baker on that fumble at the end. That was, but that was a tough game. Commanders going on in the playoffs, but other than that, I mean, I thought the Ravens beat the Steelers. Didn't think it'd be a butt whooping.
Oh, it was
because I don't think Steelers were never in that game.
I actually liked reading the Steelers' comments because they were at least realistic.
A lot of Steelers fans.
They were honest with themselves.
They are pointing out Tomlin hasn't won a playoff game and
he's not going anywhere. That's not how the Steelers roll. Look how long Cowher was there. Look how long Tomlin's. You know what I mean? They're not the Browns.
Coach before Cowher?
I do. Hold on. My entire family is Steeler fans other than us.
We've only had 3 pretty much.
I know. Oh my gosh. As soon as you say it, I'm going to know it. I don't know if I can. What's it start with?
First name
or
last name? A C.
Oh, first name or last name?
First name.
I don't know.
Chuck Noll.
Noll. Yep. Dang it.
Noll, Cowher, and Tomlin. Yeah. Meanwhile, the Bears have had 9,000.
Well, so have we.
And the Browns have had 9,000. And the Steelers like 3. We've had 3.
I think we just hit like our 40th quarterback.
Yeah. So it's like, But other than that, I thought it went the way it was supposed to go. Really glad to see the Packers lose. You know, the Packers have lost, 2 games in January already? The Bears haven't. I really enjoyed watching them lose yesterday.
I know. I thought of you.
It makes me a curmudgeon a little bit, but I'll own it because that was fantastic. Just sitting there in my house, knowing that we beat them the last game of the season and they went into the playoffs on a bad note with a bad loss to a bad team, and it carried over.
Yep.
Just was, you love to see it.
Yep.
You love to see it. So I enjoyed
You are really reveling
I'm
in this.
telling you, I really enjoyed watching that. I was hoping it would go that way. I was hoping they'd look bad and sloppy and like they weren't not really inspired, and they did.
Mm-hmm.
And they did. So kudos.
I'm glad you had a day yesterday.
Kudos to that. It's like the Bears won all over again. I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Made me happy. I keep reading how the weekend, and I saw it again. It's in our prep music today, our prep site today. And I thought he mentioned it before, but I thought, he's not doing it because he's back with he really is going to lose the weekend name.
Really?
He talked about it like a year ago, and I just thought he was just talking.
What's he going to be?
He hasn't really. I'm using like I've said many times, I love our prep service, but it doesn't really give you source, doesn't tell you where to go. There's no link. But they mentioned that he talked about his new album coming out. It's called Hurry Up Tomorrow. And he's not leaving making music at all, but he was talking to Variety magazine, and he admitted that The Weeknd is more of a, quote, persona, and he no longer identifies with it. He said, I'm closing the chapter on my existence as The Weeknd. It's a headspace. I've got to get into that. I just don't have any more desire to. I feel like it comes with so much. You have a persona, but then you have the competition of it all. It becomes a rat race, more accolades, more success, more shows, more albums, more awards, and more number ones. It never ends until you end it. So I guess he wants kind of like a fresh start.
He wants to go back to his given birth name. That's going to be weird. You're going to have to call him Abel Tesfaye.
Abel Tesfaye?
Yeah.
Well,
he's already changed it on some of his social media channels.
I think I've seen Abel before, the word Abel with his stuff before. But I remember he talked about it, and I really thought he was just joking. Or not joking, but just some press thing to get some whatever. But
he is not.
He really is going to do it.
Yeah.
So this is the album that's coming out this year is going to be the final one with him known as The Weeknd. Interesting.
Is this going to be like a whole Puff Daddy, P. Diddy?
Well,
I mean, not that. I'm talking about the name changes.
I don't know. Well, he's going to his, like you said, if he's going to his birth given name after this,
yeah.
There's not many places you can go after that. I suppose.
You can come back to the weekends.
What if he was like every day of the week?
Or like the week.
This is
Not the
weekday.
weekend.
My new name is Weekday. Oh, here we go. We're starting fresh. So I don't know. But listen, the weekend, say what you want. Hell of a run.
Yeah.
Hell of a run.
He did the Super Bowl
halftime show. How many number one hits on the radio and on streaming? How many music videos? How many awards? I mean, I get it. Maybe it becomes a lot. You want to kind of start fresh. No matter what, they can't take what you've done away from you.
That's true.
And what you've done is pretty impressive.
Mm-hmm.
So funny, not one of the Not daughters' dream concerts is to go see him.
Oh, really?
I'm like, really?
Okay.
The weekend?
My kid's dream concert probably is Benson Boone.
Both kids?
They both agree. They would go see.
Dream concert.
Yeah. My son's real weird when it comes to music. Like, everybody he likes is dead. So there's no taking him to concerts.
Saves you a lot of money.
Right. So Benson Boone was really like the first artist that came out that both my kids were like, oh yeah, okay, I like him. Like, so yeah, like he's my son is just an old soul. He loves the Beatles. He loves Bob Dylan. He loves Billy Idol. He loves In Excess. I mean, like, but again, you can't go see any of these people. He could go see Billy, but Billy only plays 21 and over venues, and my kid's 16. So
yeah, that's not gonna. Yeah. So dream concerts. I wonder what all your kids' dream concerts. That's a good question. I mean, a little too late to ask. Now they're all at school, but
yeah, it's a good dinner question.
Kids, what's your dream? We all know ours now because we probably had them for years. We're adults now. We kind of know who our favorite. Like yours is New Kids, Taylor.
Yeah.
You know the ones like you'd love to go to. You're going to. For me, Shinedown, Bon Jovi. You know what I mean? I haven't seen it. I still, whether it's with NSYNC or not, would love to see a Justin Timberlake concert. Yeah. I've never seen. I saw him in NSYNC on the No Strings Attached tour. Yes, I did. You know who opened? Pink.
Look at you. She was an opener at that point. That was a long time
ago. Opener for NSYNC. She did a great job.
Yeah.
But it was that. There you go.
Did you
know? It was
know?
Like early Pink.
I learned something about Joey Fatone this weekend. I did not know.
What's that?
So my kids all of a sudden, and I do say all of a sudden because I know it's been around forever, got into Impractical Jokers. Like they were looking for something to watch that they could watch together.
I still laugh at that show.
Of course. Like we
not
watched
so much
the reruns.
since not so much since what's his name left? Joey.
So, but guess who's been stepping in season 7?
Oh, he's been with him before he even left.
I know, but I think this is like a permanent fixture for the season.
Last I saw, they're having all kinds of celebrities help out.
He's been on it a lot.
They have an episode with Jax coming up that's hilarious. Jax is fearless. The girl that Victoria's Secret.
Yeah,
she's fearless. The things she was doing on the clips, like with no hesitation. No, oh my God, I can't. I was like, damn, you should have been on the show.
Right.
Like, you have no.
Yeah.
She's taking stuff out of people's carts, like with no. It was just hilarious. And all the three of them are watching her like.
I never really got into the show, but I've been watching it more because they have it on. Like they walk up to people, they have to get a kiss from somebody in Central Park, like total strangers.
I don't know.
And they do.
I don't know what show airs more weekly. Impractical Jokers.
I know what you're going to say.
Or Ridiculousness.
Yes, Ridiculousness for sure.
Either way, the money those people must make on reruns alone.
Yeah.
Because you could put on MTV any time of the day and Ridiculousness is on
always.
7 days a week. Same thing with True TV. You could put on True TV at some point. You're going to see Impractical Joker.
What is her name? The girl that sits on the panel for Ridiculousness. I cannot
Chanel
remember.
West Coast.
Yes. I love her, but her laugh.
The laugh.
It gets to me sometimes.
Yeah. Let me see. You sent my 8-year-old son to his first concert, Glass Animals. That was his dream.
Aw. I love that.
Q92 could do that for you.
Yeah.
That's very, very cool. That's very cool. I also saw Bieber's. There is rumors of Bieber new music in 2025.
All right. Well, we'll see.
No,
we'll see.
Not as excited for Biebs to be back in 2025.
I like Justin Bieber. I'm just saying, like he was going to have this new music and this big tour, and that got canceled. And
well, he had a baby.
I understand, but there hasn't been much from him. I think he's almost done.
Wow.
Wow,
you're calling the end of Biebs?
Not the end of Biebs, but not like he was before. He'll never go back to that. Touring all the time, making new music all the time. I think he'll like cameo with other artists. Like, I think he'll do that. I think he might release another album or so. Like, I just don't think he's going to be like the music factory he once was. Does that make sense?
You're calling Bieber fade.
Yeah.
Every artist will get there eventually.
Yeah.
Just same as us, and no matter what your profession is. But okay.
I hope I'm wrong.
Okay.
I like him. I like his music.
Who's that other artist you think is fading a little bit? I like this. If I'm gonna be totally honest with you,
Bruno Mars.
see, I think you might be right, but I think he's got a big year
I
coming
hope,
up
because I love him too.
I think this year is kind of a year we're gonna see, because he's got the song with Rose right now, and I do know he's also supposed to release new music. But and I say this because I was watching a video yesterday talking about artists that have released new albums already that have just J-Lo's did nothing. Gwen Stefani's released one. I probably even know about it. Did nothing. And they're just saying that Shawn Mendes' new one came out. And it debuted at like 27, 26, and it never. And Shawn Mendes, ton of hits.
Yeah.
Ton of hits. I could play probably 6-7 straight songs on this station that were huge hits of his that you heard a million times.
Oh, I went to his concert. I knew every song.
And I'll bet it was a good show.
It was a great show.
But it's like some of these artists, it's kind of interesting to see, right? And I don't know the cause or the root, but some of that's happening. But if you ask me who's someone I'm afraid is fading a little bit, I'm not saying done, but Timberlake.
I agree with that too.
Even though the tour's doing great,
yeah,
he's had a year with some bad press. I think the NSYNC thing also is annoying people, and I do think, although what a run, same thing for him. What a run.
He doesn't really need to keep going.
He doesn't.
I feel like
but I feel like
he's so young. Like he should. Of course, then he married a Baldwin, so maybe he doesn't really need.
You think
to.
Bieber shouldn't be here this soon? Because Timberlake's in his 40s now.
Yeah, I agree. Yes, I see what you're saying. Yes, that's my point. Yeah. I don't feel like he should be where he's at right now, with as young as he is.
Like Mendes isn't even 30, is he?
I think he is.
Is he 30?
Let's look and see.
Jake, do you have any opinion on anything we've just talked about?
Not really. I could care less who fades or who doesn't fade.
He's 26.
He's 26.
Yeah.
I'm just curious.
I don't know. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong about Bruno Mars too, because I love him. I loved his halftime show.
I think 2025 is going to be a big year to see with people like Bruno Mars, Bieber, if he comes out with anything. Gaga, I think she's got new stuff coming out.
Oh, text line. I agree with you. I don't know if Rihanna will ever come back, really.
Will Rihanna ever come back?
She's had all these children. I mean, she had them like boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? So she's being a mom.
Again, that doesn't take away the amazing success these people have had.
Oh, gosh, no. It's, are we going to get new music ever? I don't know.
And are they going to still be at that level?
Yeah.
Who are artists you think are kind of fading? That doesn't mean you don't like them anymore. Just you think, they're kind of fading a little bit. 330-450-9292. You can text 330-269-9292. Just curious what names come to your mind. Mine's probably, I worry about my boy Timberlake. He can save it with a couple of friends of his, 4 of them. But I think I'm a little
I don't know
worried.
that that's going to happen.
It's Tate McRae. It's okay. I'm okay. It's Q. I almost hit 4 different animals coming to work today on this new back roads I have to take, these country roads.
Yeah.
Not even joking. First, a deer runs out in front of me on some country road, a good 20 feet in front of me, but didn't know he was going to come out there. Hit the brakes. Turn right down some other country road to the detour. 5 kittens are on the side of the road and almost come out while I'm driving by.
Seriously?
Swear to God.
Aw.
Turn down the 3rd country road I don't know to come to work. 2 raccoons in the middle of the road.
Yeah, it's roadkill season.
What is happening?
Yeah, I had a ton. I had a deer completely on its back with its hooves, like
You sleeping?
petrified. Maybe it's like those fainting cows.
I always like to think they're all just taking naps
Yeah, I really
in
hate
weird
it
positions.
when like you see a raccoon and they're on their side and they're like stuck like that.
Like almost goes boo,
Right. And
but they're not. Throwing them dead.
right.
So I saw tons of wildlife today. Like I said, I have a new, because of course, for the 2nd time in 2 months, one of the 2 roads I take to work every day is closed. And this detour is very much a country road detour.
Can't wait.
Very much.
I told you.
Country road, farmland, wooded detour.
Well, that's my whole drive here every day. Just because I don't go highway. I don't need to. But it is all through farming community. I mean, literal farms. But just so you know, if you use State Street for your commute, it's closing on July 8th for 65 days.
Oh, yeah, I feel like so many main roads. 225,
65
224.
days! That's like the biggest main artery between Akron, Canton Airport, and Alliance.
Why did you not rescue the kittens?
Yeah.
I'm a dog guy, first of all.
Oh!
Second of all, they seemed fine.
What?
I don't hate cats, but
Well,
I mean,
but you led with, I'm a dog
I'm a
guy.
dog guy. Had that been a puppy, it might have been a different story.
Instead of saying, well, they seemed okay.
They were on the side of the road. They weren't in the road. Thank God I saw them. They were all huddled.
Was there a mom near?
I didn't pull over. It was like this big brush.
Well, you would notice because kittens are
And
like
then-
this big and
yeah.
mom's probably like this
I
big.
didn't see a mom. I don't know if it was like the
Then they weren't okay.
They seemed fine, alert. They were up early.
You should have come to work with a basket of kittens.
Yeah, that would have went over real well.
Well,
First of all, I had no box.
you know we could have called the Humane Society. We would have even come and got them.
We don't even know that they were in any danger.
They weren't with their mama,
She could have been taking a pee in the woods.
but you're a dog person.
I'm a dog person. If that had been a dog, I probably would have. There'd have been puppies all over the studio. I got no issue with cats. But I'm a dog person.
Jake's even giggling on that.
I'm just saying. Oh man, I did not. So, would you people have rescued? Jake, would you have pulled over and picked up all the kittens?
Probably. Yeah.
You know, it's fun to say.
No, I would have.
It's fun to say.
I would have been in trouble if I didn't take
It's
them
real easy
to
to
the
say.
society.
Of course I would have.
Are you
Picked them all up,
questioning
nursed
his
them down.
character?
Would you have pulled over
If there were kittens and no
At-
mom around, I
at-
would have checked to see
at
if they were okay.
4:45 in the morning on a dark country road
I probably would have gotten in massive trouble for my husband, but yeah, probably.
and tried to scoop up?
I would have at least checked to see if they were okay.
They were fine.
How do you know you're going 65 and you're like, oh, kittens, crap?
No, I veered, and I slowed down tremendously. I was probably only doing about 35 when I passed.
Oh.
So, happy Hump Day from Tiger Town. I hope you both have an amazing day. Please stay safe and stay cool. Thank you. They were abandoned, and you could have saved them, and now they're going to get eaten by coyotes. Now we're assuming. Now we're telling a story in our head. We don't know that those didn't belong to some farm nearby.
And you were like, hang out here for a while?
A lot of farmers let their animals roam, and they just let nature versus nurture. I don't know. They say nature always wins.
Yeah.
You know? They'll be fine.
Thanks to you.
I think they'll be fine. Nothing but sunshine. I mean, it's fantastic. I mean, this is car show weather.
Why is Jake laughing at me?
I'm not.
What are you laughing at?
I don't even know. I'm good.
Are you?
Yeah.
All right. So you either are stoic and hate everything, or you're laughing, but you don't know what action.
No, I got nothing.
I look over at the video and he's like, and then he just starts laughing. I'm like,
Is there a
what did
funny
I just
video?
do?
You're watching a funny video?
No, I'm just watching the stream. I have nothing on my computer.
Oh,
Lord,
boy.
man.
Amy said he hit that pen again.
It's a pen, or he's doing shrooms while
I don't know what
songs
he's
are
doing
playing.
over there.
Unbelievable. And you're going with the hoodie today, huh?
Yeah, it's cold, bro.
Are you on acid?
What is happening?
I'm
afraid of him.
Have you taken pills?
No, I promise.
What is happening?
Nothing. I don't know.
Take us on your journey. Where we're willing to go with you.
There's no journey. I don't know. I was really tired. I stayed up late last night.
Doing what?
I've been working on this side project for this YouTuber that I've been editing for, and it's caused a couple of stresses throughout the week. And then I just was super tired today, and I don't know. Just right now, I just
become slap happy.
I guess so.
So you were just laughing literally at nothing.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm glad. I don't even know what the hell to say. I don't. All right. Jake, everybody. That's Jake. He'll be at the car show tonight. Maybe. He can find his way there. You might have to tell him he's there. music. It is Q92 953. That's going to about do it for us here today. Thank you guys so much for starting your week and your Monday with us here, whether it was on the radio, whether you're listening to us at our website, Q92radio.com, where you can stream this radio station 24/7, or if you're watching on Q92's Facebook or YouTube channel. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Hope you have a great Monday. One day down.
1 day down, 4 to go.
Hopefully everyone has a great rest of the day. Good luck on your doctor. Hope that goes well. May you be treated like Dr. Deeb would treat me.
No, they definitely will.
Lauren, my friend, how
They'll
are you?
definitely treat me well. They're so great.
I'm sure they will. Jake, may you find a great doctor.
Thank you.
Let's stay on that though, buddy. We're gonna keep.
I know. I really
All
need
right.
to. I just need to make an appointment.
Lauren and I, we're gonna be honest. Keep you honest.
Make
on
an appointment. We'll go with you.
Okay.
That. If you want, we would.
Yeah.
I know you would.
All right.
Okay.
Like, this is our boy. He needs a
Right.
doctor.
We'll
Go
be your
ahead.
pseudo parents.
Go do doctor things with this kid. Thank you. Thank you very much. We'll be back tomorrow morning. Apologize, Mark Johnson could not join us today. Hopefully he'll be back with us next Monday to catch up with you guys as always. But tomorrow, be another fun morning plus the rage room in the 8 o'clock hour.
That's always a
So
good time.
bring all that rage. You've had a week to build it up. We'll get it all out of our systems tomorrow morning in the 8 o'clock hour. Nicolina is in here next. Keller after that this afternoon. Live and local radio on your locally owned radio station. Have a great day, everybody. Enjoy yourself.
Stay warm.
Catch you tomorrow. It's Charlie XCX. It's Apple right here on Q92.